traveled along the road for a while, eventually finding yourselves at a gallows, which you passed. There was nothing there, and then you passed it, and it turns out there was actually a body there. It's kind of creepy. I believe it was Jonah who believed it was his own body.
Yes.
Then you kind of cut it down, and then I guess just left it there. You didn't like bury it or anything. You guys traveled on some more, came across a bridge that you that was way high up. We're considering having Sneck fly down, but changed your guys' mind eventually, I guess, and just ended up heading off, continuing along the road some more. Eventually, you found like a T in the road that you ignored, and then you found a second T in the road. You went down and found a windmill where there was I'll say nice old lady. She wasn't like, she was a bit weirded out by you guys because, pissing on random stones and stuff, but she fed you guys some pies.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, that snake pissed on the. He thought something would happen if you just pissed on it.
Yeah. And then, I did miss one thing right at the beginning. You guys buried your friends, but also tried to release a demon in the basement, or sorry, a devil in the basement of the church. My bad. But, yeah. So anyway, after you dealt with the old ladies, eventually you found your way back into town. Managed to somehow convince the guards to let you in, even though it was approaching nightfall. And then eventually found your way to an inn where an innkeeper offered you another quest. If you could please find out what's going on with his wine shipments, he would appreciate it.
Yes.
I think that's where we left off last time. You guys had secured some night stays at the inn, and if you manage to complete the quest for him, you can basically stay there as much as you'd like. And he's willing to offer you guys
money.
Yeah. Basically, well, no, mostly you can stay there, and there's already food and stuff. Or no, it wasn't food; it was alcohol. That is right.
Yeah, because he doesn't
By the
get
way,
the steaks.
I have 23 cans of Pepsi Max.
Oh boy.
Cool story.
Help me.
Cool story, bruh.
Cool story. So okay, I believe what we were going to do once we got in was head to the Wizards of the Wine Winery, in Barovia, right?
Well, I mean, this whole place is Barovia,
Oh yeah.
but it's actually the opposite direction. It's even farther west. One other thing I mentioned right before you left, you did see a couple of interesting things about this town that you're currently in. Hold on, the town's name is Valakai. That's the name of the town you're currently in. And there's a couple of interesting things you noticed about it. First of all, outside of the town, there are wolf heads posted on pikes.
Yes.
Which was kind of interesting. In addition to that, the inn that you're staying at served wolf steak.
Yeah.
So you get the feeling they don't like wolves particularly. And in fact, the innkeep pointed out to you guys, or you guys spotted them on your own, a couple of hunters who sat in the corner, which I ended up revealing to you guys while you were there. They were drinking, given that it was nighttime, but they disappeared not too long after you guys were there.
Maybe we should try and find these hunters. What do you guys think?
It's basically the next morning. What would you like to do?
Let's see. I just know that Drish was like, that's some fine wine, and he's like, just down to go make sure there can be more of it there. And get the free drinks.
The last shipment and the shipment before it. The shipment before it was, I mean, once in a while shipments go missing. It's not a big deal, but to have 2 in a row missing is definitely odd. And this one is let's say late, because it's impossible for them to know if something happened to it. So that's how he would have described it: is the shipment is late again, right?
Yeah.
Except for the last one actually didn't come at all. So
Hmm.
I mean, we might as well check it out.
Do we know if Jared's coming?
I don't know. I think we'll do the standard. Continue to play with him, like without him, and then if he shows up, he can take over his character. So someone else can control him if need for combat or other reasons. Otherwise, he will just be silent in the background, following along.
Oh, dab! I'll control
Sitting on
him.
the shoulder.
No.
Sitting on Drish's shoulder.
Yeah. Just
Did I show you
chilling.
the innkeeper's family? I think I showed you all of the people in the inn. There's just a couple of pictures here. I believe I showed
that
you
the Martikov family?
the Martikov family. Yes,
Okay.
the guy who offered you the job is the one with like sitting in the chair with the ring and the goblet and stuff. And then his wife was back working in the kitchen, and then the two children were just like running around being shenanigansy.
I'm gonna ask this Martikov guy, this Mr. Martikov. I'm gonna go up to him and ask. Oh wait. Listen.
What?
Are we still in the inn? Or
Yeah,
did we...
Yeah.
we basically just it's the next morning now. Yep.
Can I go find the Martikov guy that
I can-
gave us the quest?
I believe the inn has a map. Give me a second.
Because I'd like to talk to this guy. Dab.
He did give us a
Blue
rough
Water Inn.
sketch
There
of a
is
map,
a map.
to go.
Oh, for
on his
the town.
quest.
I
Yeah.
should probably do that. But real quick, before we get too far, hold on. I need to check the GM, or no, I need to check the dynamic light. Yeah, that's what I thought. Dynamic lighting is set up for this map. Interesting. There's not initially supposed to be any combat here, but there may be. So I might as well reveal shit.
Ooh.
Well, I mean, it's got a map, right? So I might as well show you guys. So let me
Yeah.
drag you guys. First, I'll put your tokens out so you can see initially, and then I will move you over. I feel like this is the better way of doing things.
Nice.
So I will put you outside the inn, and then as you guys go in, I'll open the front doors and stuff.
Okay.
Oh wait, I'm putting you guys on the dynamic lighting layer, which may not be the best. Let's put you guys on the tokens layer. I actually have no idea how that would work with you guys being on the dynamic lighting layer. I have never done such a thing before.
I mean, we just see
Oh.
the Curse of Strahd thing.
As a random thing, I archived all the dead characters, so if you need access to them, they're still here. They're just hidden. Okay.
Cool.
So let me move you
I mean-
guys.
I have Carol's spellbook, I think it was, but I mean, I was sent it. I was sent it by I think it was Joe. No, question mark? Or was it Josh?
What?
No, it's me.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just sent you because he was
Oh, I'm moving you guys here
sneakishly.
temporarily because it's difficult because there's so many maps pre-prepped.
Okay.
So you're not actually here. It's a trap. You're here. Da, 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 da. Check on the right side. You guys should be.
Let me
Trap Sergey.
zoom out. Oh, yep, there we are.
What are
Ooh,
these?
here we are.
Dang, this
Oh,
big.
a bunch of commoners. Nice.
What?
Oh, there's a bunch of So the tokens are pre-whatevered. So there's like a bunch of random commoners just like set out on the map in case I need them. So like if I go to the GM info and overlay, okay, you guys see to the top right.
Huh?
Okay.
Look above. Or sorry, the top middle, I guess. So I'll move these to the
Right.
token. But there's just a bunch of commoners,
Oh,
which just have the commoner stat, just in case I need them, right?
nice.
Because like you guys are in a bar, right? So
Yeah.
it's like
Oh.
here's these tokens in case you need them. It's like awesome.
Hmm.
Okay, so let me
I
go to
don't
the.
see anything.
Oh, they were.
Oh
were.
wait,
see-
never mind. I found it.
Okay, I'm gonna open the front door. Do. Ignore this line. Okay, bam.
I'm gonna walk up.
Well,
And then
we're
this is
kinda
the
already
this
in.
is the inn. So two things. First of all, to actually get to your rooms, you would actually go up these stairs here.
I
Okay.
mean, I want to go.
Just so
ask
you know.
this guy.
Wait, which stairs?
So you can go inside instead. You see? Oh wait, I'm not on the right layer to point for you guys.
Oh.
So there's these stairs outside, right?
Oh. Okay.
Those actually lead up to your rooms.
So we would have come down from there, basically, like come in
Yeah.
here.
It's slightly confusing. I'll actually put you guys on the second floor too. Let me actually. So you guys are gonna have two sets of tokens. Deal with it. Let's see here. Oh. Snack. Kara.
Das ist nicht gut.
Excuse me?
I speak in tongues.
Sasha. I guess Snack can be stuck outside, so he doesn't actually need to see. Who did I miss? Drish.
You know,
Okay.
if
You guys
Alphonse
see up
dies,
above, straight to the north right now?
uh-huh.
Okay, so that is the upstairs. Let me remove that's the outside door going to the
Oh
stairs.
wait, I can't see.
If you scroll up.
Yeah,
up.
I can't see anything. Is it upper right or upper left?
Straight up from where you guys are right now.
I can't see anything.
You can't see. I put your token out, right? Oh no, I didn't. I put out 2 of. Ha ha ha.
Oh.
Hold on. There's apparently 2 Drishes on accident instead of an alpha.
But I can't see up there either.
You guys can't see up here? Wait, did I put
No.
you not on the right layer? Hold on. I may have done a thing.
GM struggle.
Token layer.
Oh, there it
Yeah,
is.
By the way,
Okay, so hold on. Let me go back to the dynamic lighting layer.
I
So
have a
your
second,
guys's, you guys rented this room with the 4 beds,
Oh, okay.
Oh,
and then
yeah.
and
Oh,
then
I
you had to
thought-
rent a room with 2 beds, and you paid for both beds. So Alfonso, this is your room.
Oh
You're
yeah,
paying
you
for both
wanted your
beds.
own room so you didn't end
Yeah.
up with more rocks.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Someone.
So those are your 2 rooms. As you can see, there's like a balcony overlooking the lower area, and if you look on the lower map, like these stairs is this stairs, and you think that the Mardukov family sleeps up here. This is like their rooms. Does that make sense?
Okay.
So when they go to bed, they go up these
Yes.
interior stairs, and when you guys go to bed, you go up the those stairs. And as an FYI, it's actually difficult to kind of track down the children. They were kind of told to not annoy people. So for the most part, they like play either upstairs. So once in a while, you'll see them running through the room and they go upstairs to play in their rooms, or they're like in the back in the kitchen area. And actually, there's also an attached stable that you think they might head out to. For horses and stuff, although you guys don't have any horses.
Oh, I
Yeah.
can still see cars light. That's what's going on here.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I can turn that off.
Oh yeah, that's what's happening.
So
Oh, it was so confusing.
yeah,
Oh, I did it wrong.
I have a second character if Alfonso dies, so I'm prepared.
Another
Be
wizard, so you get 3 spell books. Dun, dun,
It's
dun.
a corn dog.
Be warned though,
Hello.
he might be the brother to what my sister is going to play when she gets here, but she's not going to be coming
Yay.
tonight, sadly.
Okay.
Yay.
Also, if you guys really want to switch characters, I'm not totally opposed, especially because a lot of you guys are new, and like the party composition is not exactly balanced.
Potentially. What is the Twitch
Yeah.
stream doing?
So if
Alright,
someone
guys,
wanted
I'm
to
not-
like switch, you could if you wanted. You absolutely do not have to, but if you want to, just know you are allowed.
Alright, you guys are no longer gonna have a cleric.
Wait, really? Are you
No,
actually-
I'm joking. I'm
Oh.
joking.
I mean, what Olivia's playing is a cleric, so
Oh, nice.
Hold on.
by
So,
all means.
oh, nice. So they also put the tokens for these guys. So you see the brothers there
Oh shit! Whoa.
sitting at one of the tables, and then there's just also a bunch of other like
People.
tokens for people exactly who may or may not be in the bar at the time. One thing specifically, one guy that does come in and out of the bar that you guys eventually will notice is this guy. He is staying up the same stairs that the parents are staying. Apparently, there is another room
It's
up there.
not
You can
playing
actually
for me either.
go to the second floor. You see
I
this
wonder
door
if they're
here.
having issues.
Maybe.
Oh, am I on the wrong layer? I am on. Okay, you can see this door here.
Yeah.
That is the
Yeah.
door that he's sleeping in this room essentially.
Oh,
So,
okay.
and then the parents sleep in this room, and the children sleep in this room. And this room is currently open for rent, although that will change randomly over time. So,
I mean, I rented 2 beds in a room, and I think I rented out like Snack's bed and who else's bed? I think it was.
Let's see.
I think it was Dresh and.
Yeah, you paid
Oh.
for our room / bed.
Yeah, but the other two paid for
Guy
them.
also technically has descriptions for rooms. I guess I could technically read. Give me So, am I muted? Hold on.
No.
Okay, I'm not. Nice. Oh fuck, I'm deafened, not muted, so I can't hear you guys. Give me a second. Okay,
Wait,
I'm
what?
back. Well, I have a inline mute on my headset, a deafen/mute, and I thought I pushed a button, which usually means I accidentally mute myself, but I didn't because like the light lights up. But then like I asked you guys if I'm muted, and no one responded, and I'm like, oh.
Oh.
So that means either I'm muted, but I checked and I wasn't muted, or I'm deafened, which is what I was.
Oh shit, I just got pinged because Jish is live.
Nice.
Wow.
So let's see here. Let me describe the rooms and stuff. So, starting with the outside, as you guys approach, I think I read this one, but I'm going to reread it again. Gray smoke issues from the chimney of this large 2-story wooden building with a stone foundation and sagging tile roof, upon which several ravens have perched. A painted wooden sign hangs above the main entrance depicting a blue waterfall, thus the Blue Water Inn.
Blue water.
So I will read the main room that you guys just entered here at the bottom part. So, damp cloaks hang from pegs on the entrance portio. Anyway, the tavern is packed with tables and chairs. Yeah, basically this porch area, but apparently there's a name for it, which is Portico, portico. But do you see like the little coat rack hooks?
Ah, yes.
Yeah, so damp cloaks hang from the coat rack hooks. Basically, the tavern is packed with tables and chairs with narrow paths meandering between them. A bar stretches along one wall under a balcony that can be reached by a set of wooden stairs that hugs the northern wall. Another balcony overhangs the entrance to the east. All the windows are fitted with thick shuttered crossbars. Lanterns hang above the bar, and resting on the tables, bathing the room in a dull orange light and casting shadows upon the walls, most of which are adorned with wolf heads and mounted on wooden plaques.
Holy shit. Thank you for the sub, corn dog. I haven't had a sub in like a
So
year.
there's a bunch of wolf heads mounted on plaques in this room as well, as just like a decoration, like you might see in bars where you have like a
10
big
out of
stag head
10.
mounted. You guys have not seen that. You guys have not seen that.
I think I muted myself
What
for
is
that.
your
Otherwise,
area?
everybody's just kind of like,
Let's see here.
but they haven't responded.
So, L
Success.
and N. Okay. All right. So these two rooms, well, I guess technically just this room that you care about. So this room here, 2 cozy beds with matching footlockers rest in the far corners of this 15-foot square room. Wolf furs are heaped atop each bed. Between the beds, a lamp sits on the table under a shuttered window. 2 black wardrobes stand against the wall by the door. So that's these. These are wardrobes. And then for the big room, which is this one down here, 4 plain beds with straw mattresses line the north wall of this well-lit room. Each bed comes with a matching footlocker to store clothes and other belongings. A table and 4 chairs occupies a corner of the room across from the door. An oil lamp rests on the table, casting a bright yellow flame. And then across the way here, you can see a wooden balcony stretches the full length of the tap room, enclosed by a wooden railing carved with raven motif. The tap room's many lanterns illuminate the rafters, casting ominous shadows on the peaked ceiling. So that's this way. And technically, I'm sure that's the same as yours. I just probably can't see the symbol underneath your tokens. But basically, there's just a railing overlooking the southern area. Okay?
Alright.
So, that's all the descriptions and stuff you guys get, I think. Oh, there might be a description for the well outside. Hold on.
Nice.
A 3-foot high stone. Let's see here. A 3-foot high stone rimmed surrounds the mouth of this 40-foot deep moss lined well. The inn draws fresh water from it.
Water.
Nice.
Alright. So, Alfonso's trying to talk to somebody.
Yeah, I'm gonna go up
Cool,
to
I'm
this
gonna-
bar here.
I'm gonna sit at this table.
I'm just gonna move everyone who can possibly be in the bar onto the GM layer. We'll say it's busy in the morning with a bunch of random people here. Although it's probably more likely busy last night than in the morning. Hacha, people!
Oh god. Okay,
Oh,
I won't
God.
sit at this table. Yeet!
Whoa.
I was
Sitting on
sitting
top
on
of somebody.
somebody.
What, such an asshole.
I hadn't had coffee yet, so I just went and sat on someone's lap.
Hmm.
Yeah, so the wife appears to be serving. Oh, I had it backwards, by the way. She serves the alcohol on the tables, and he, for the most part, works in the kitchen.
Okay.
Although he does come out to greet people, and he's the one who handles, like, GM layer. I just realized I moved the letter marker also.
Okay. So,
Handles that GM layer.
I wonder who would have more information, the wife or the father?
Sorry, what were you asking about, corn dog? I'm
Or the
easily
children.
distracted at doing D&D.
They probably wouldn't know much about what I'm gonna ask.
Here's the guy. By the way.
Ooh, who's this extra person with the? Who are these people? Are they guards? Yeah.
They just have a different stat block than commoner.
Oh.
No, all of the rest of them look the same though.
Oh, were they the hunters?
Like they don't actually look the same. No, the hunters are up here. They have their own stat block as well.
Oh, okay. Oh, I see.
Well,
Yep,
Just
yep, yep,
other.
yep.
They're just other people. Everyone
Cool,
here.
cool.
They have slightly nicer clothes. You notice?
So
Yeah.
just saying,
Yeah,
if
they're
they
Not
got
like
some
not
money.
like really fancy clothes. It's just like they're not commoners. Does that make sense?
so they're wealthy
yes.
commoners.
Sure.
Upper,
That
lower
or they're
class or
nobles.
something like that.
That or they're like
See if I can
nobles,
find the
maybe.
description here.
Dun, 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 dun. Hello?
Hello?
Hello.
Hello.
So
Got real quiet there.
Oh yeah, they
Oh.
actually do have fairly nice clothing.
is the father outside in the bar as well?
Sure. Right now we'll say he is.
Noise.
He moves
So-
around. He immediately leaves when he knows you try to talk to him. Just kidding.
What? Okay. I want to talk to all three of these people.
I could read you the description of the guy too. Give me a second.
Basically, I'm going to ask practically the same question to all three of them. So, if am I able to just like say the question once and then like get an answer from three different people? Three of these people.
You can try.
Okay. So I'm gonna turn to the guy behind the counter, this guy, and I'm going to ask him. So, you're the owner of this tavern?
You're asking the same question to all three of them. So you're
Well,
gonna get
not-
one yes and
it's-
two no's.
Well, no, it's not going to be exactly the same. Obviously, it's going to be kind of different. Just gonna say.
But you want to handle it all at once.
No, I'll just say individually to each person then. So I ask him, is he the owner of this tavern?
Yes.
So you've been here for quite a while, correct?
Since this tavern's been built.
Hmm. So presumably you have some information, right?
Depends upon what you mean.
Well, I simply have two questions to ask. Do you happen to know of any magical artifacts in this area?
What do you mean by artifacts?
Items with magical properties.
I mean, maybe at the church. I don't know.
Hmm.
There's not a lot of mages around this part, although there is a tale of a mage who lives up in the mountains to the north, across the lake.
Oh.
The Mad Mage of Mount Baratok.
Hmm.
He might know something, but it's been said that you don't want to go into his territory. He's a bit territorial, a bit cuckoo at that. You might want to be careful if you do go to meet him.
Uh-uh. That's some good information. Thank you. And the final question is, do you know why? I mean, it's assumed that this place is bountiful in meat because you seem to serve a lot of meat-based dishes. However, isn't this all wolf meat?
Yeah, what of it?
Uh, do you normally only hunt wolves, or
I don't hunt anything. The hunters hunt the wolves. They bring back the meat. Then we
yes,
pay
but
them for the meat and we make the food.
do they only find wolves? Is there a problem
That's
with
a question for them, I guess.
Huh.
By the way, the two hunters would not be here right now, by the way, because it's morning, and now's when they hunt.
Well, do you have any
yes.
like problem
Kind of cut out there. Do
with
you have any?
lives? Do
Oh no.
you have any?
Oh no.
You're cutting out really bad.
Yeah.
I'm asking if they have any trouble with livestock.
Okay.
Where would we keep livestock at?
In fields. I
Out with the fog?
don't
I
know.
think not.
Oh yes.
Much safer here in
Fog.
town.
Hmm. Why do you say that?
There are creatures that hunt in that. There's no fog in the town.
Yes, but what's wrong with the fog? Is it
Don't
cursed?
go in the fog at night.
Why is there some sort of?
Oh my god, he's
Butters, either put your mic closer to your face or turn down
Is there
your
any urban
sensitivity.
legends?
Oh my god.
Urban legends about the fog?
Yes.
It didn't used to be foggy, supposedly a long time ago, but then eventually the land was cast in fog and creatures of the night, like the wolves, the wolf people, and vampires and all other sorts of monsters started hunting the land.
Uh, do you know where we might be able to locate some of these werewolves? We're kind of on a mission, you could say.
Give me a second here. Okay, so two things happen. The first thing he does is he kind of looks you guys up and down. Like, I don't know. I mean, you might be able to take a werewolf, but there's a lot of werewolves. So,
I think we can handle ourselves.
you believe so. I won't stop you, but
Do you think and I whisper this to him, and I ask, do you believe that some villagers in this area might be werewolves?
uh the werewolves are persecuted and they wouldn't be able to really survive in a town, most likely. Plus, they don't seem to be affected by the fog at all. So just they gather and hunt in a pack and live in some caves, is my understanding.
Okay.
I don't think Drish and
And
Snake have any idea of your werewolf quest at all yet.
Now,
I
give me a
also,
second. I might actually be able to find. Also,
Oh,
he
yeah.
knows where the werewolves cave is approximately, so he'll
Ooh.
exit on the map. Let me see if I can find it real quick.
I also want to talk to this person.
Oh yeah.
I
Okay.
lo-
So it's actually really easy. He'll just give you some verbal instruction. So to the north is the more woods in the mountains, as well as the lake, right, just north of here.
Mhm.
East of the lake. Or if you follow the path that goes east out of town and then take the northern branch when given the opportunity, you'll find a much smaller lake. Okay. With a tower on it, an old tower. Across that lake, or if you go around the lake, there's some more woods on either side and mountains. And in those mountains is where the werewolves live. It's actually not too far away from Kresk if you wanted to try to set out from there, which is the next town along, but you have to travel, basically have to travel past it, but you'd be traveling along a road instead of through forests and up mountains. You could
Okay.
probably reach Kresk in a day, much like you reached here from Barovia in a day, right?
Okay.
And then you could set out from Kresk to get to the werewolf cave and back, because it's not really safe. You couldn't make it from here to the werewolf cave and back in a day, and it's not safe to be out at night, especially not with werewolves.
Okay. And I thank the man for giving me this information, and I turn to this what does this person do they just does this
Hold
person
on,
just
I was on a different map. Let me go to the one. So when you say this person, I know who you're talking
oh,
about. I should actually just move the blue water in. I'm just gonna move the blue water in closer. It's gonna fuck everything up. And then let me move the village as well. Give me 1 second. I'm reordering everything, which means it's not going to be the same order as the book. Mistakes were made.
Oh no.
Actually, I'm just going to leave that there. I'm just moving this because it's easier. Okay, where are you guys at? Where do you want to know about?
I want to know what this guy looks like.
Oh, yeah. I was about to give you his description, but then I got distracted.
Oh, okay.
Okay, let's see here. Um. Oh, so you see a half-elven man dressed extremely flamboyant. He introduces himself as. Let's see here.
Half elven man?
Rictavio. Yeah,
Rictavia.
correct.
Huh.
He says that he runs a he's a carnival ringmaster in search of new actors, and if you want, he knows tales of many distant lands, and he'll begin just kind of spouting off tales, many of which you can tell are complete nonsense, but they're entertaining nonetheless.
Um, sorry to stop you during one of your stories. They're lovely tales. I just need to ask you a question about something.
What did you need to know? I know about many things.
Do you happen to know of any rumors maybe about magical items? Items of with magic properties
Well,
in
there's
this area?
many magic items in existence. What do you want to know about? There's a bag that can hold many things more than it looks like, and
Well, I
there's
know
these
what.
goggles that allow you to see in the dark.
Yes,
There's
I know that
sometimes
these
you get a
items
sword
exist.
that lets off light,
Oh
or
no, he
is
trails.
flaming, or it just kind of goes on and on about all these different magic items that exist.
I'm gonna kind of stop him there and be like, yeah, I know what items exist. I just, I was wondering, like, what, whether there are any items in this area.
I don't know. I'm not a magic item hunter. I'm a carnival master.
Do
I
you
just
know
came
maybe
into
where I could
town.
find one? Do you know maybe where I could find someone who knows about this stuff?
Hmm. I've been told when I was trying to do some purchasing myself that for the most part, the only people who have many goods are the Vestini.
Fuck.
So you could try speaking with them. They may know, although I wouldn't trust them.
Alfonso kind of just like looks to the side and does a little god damn it fuck shit And then he looks back and says, that's okay. Thanks for your information, however. Do you maybe have any tales about the werewolves in this land?
Well, I suppose I not of this land, but I know tales of werewolves.
Shoot. Go
Okay,
ahead.
well, give me a moment here. I actually need to roll to see how much he knows.
Wait, so he has like information?
He has a stat block with statistics of things.
Why would I want to fight this man? This
I mean,
man.
Literally everyone has a stat block in 5e. Like this is a commoner stat block. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
But I don't want to fight this man.
So this guy he knows the following. He knows you can't harm a werewolf with a weapon that isn't made of silver or has magical properties.
Okay.
He knows that they are totally immune to all other types of damage, so long as they are in their wolf or hybrid form.
Huh.
In their human form, they are just as vulnerable as you and me. He knows that if you are bitten and cursed, it changes who you are at the core, usually. Few people are able to resist the change. Basically changes your alignment, essentially. Yeah, and few people are able to resist it, but there are a few who have. There have been tales of they have resisted such evil lycanthropy in the past. There are other types of werewolves besides. There are other types of lycanthropy besides just werewolves. There are, rats and tigers and all other sorts of creatures that can be lycanthropes besides just wolves. And
Okay.
roll me a sense motive. Anyone else can who's like listening to this conversation as well.
Wait, roll what?
Sorry, insight.
Oh, insight. Okay. Where is there it is, Alfonso Bronzio. And then we go insight.
Okay. So Drish, you're kind of sitting a little ways away, but kind of keeping an eye on this thing.
Yeah.
And as you're telling this tale, you can tell that Erwin seems to know most of this as well. He's kind of like nodding along, like yes, yes. You know what I mean? But you're really the only one who noticed that. But Erwin also seems to know, at least you can tell, no one else can tell, that Erwin seems to know a decent amount about werewolves and such as well. Just in the fact that he's like not at all surprised about any of this or anything else.
I'm gonna ask.
So probably only one of them are out here at a time.
I'm gonna ask specifically this old guy whether he knows how to determine if someone is a werewolf, like if there's a test or something.
Well, they tend to be wary of silver either way, just because they know it can damage them in either form. But I mean, not everyone. I'm sure there are some who are good at hiding whether or not they're scared of something.
Would something like a silver piece harm them? And by that I mean like the actual currency.
I mean, if you were able to make it damage them, perhaps. Maybe if you sharpened it and threw it at them or something. I'm sure you can make arrowheads out of silver pieces.
I meant like just giving it to someone, giving it to one. Would it burn their skin or?
Not specifically, no.
Okay. Well, I thank him for his information, and I order 2 beers.
One for him and one for you, or
One
two for him.
Well, I'm gonna pick up both, but I kind of wanted to do some role play with other PCs in the party.
Oh.
So
Okay. Yep,
how
fine.
much is two beers?
You mean wine?
Wine, beer. Anything
Remember,
that they
there's
got.
the two different kinds of wine with the different price. You want the cheap stuff or the expensive stuff?
How much is the expensive stuff?
One moment.
I think it was like a silver, right?
Making me go back and forth. Okay. Three copper pieces for the purple grape smash, and for the red dragon crush, it's a silver piece.
I'll buy 2 of the expensive stuff for the silver piece each.
Okay.
And I thank the Ivan, and I go to sit over here next to Drish. I place my wine down on the table, and I place one in front of Drish, and I kind of like secretly whisper to him, "You heard that information, correct?" As well.
Yes. So you're
Hmm.
looking
Like,
for
are you trying to be
werewolves?
like? You seem a bit shady, just so you know. You don't have to do that. I'm just letting you know. You're just kind of immediately
Okay,
after
then.
you got some information, you go and you like start whispering, and that's fine.
Okay,
It's totally fine. I'm
won't
just letting you know
whisper.
that people are like looking at you.
Never mind then. I won't whisper.
Why
I'll
is
just
that guy
say.
so shady?
I'll just say. So you got that information, correct, Drish? You heard it.
Yeah, I didn't realize you were curious about werewolves in these parts.
I am a monster biologist. I know a few things about werewolves. However, I managed to get the location of, well, one of their caves, I guess.
Hmm.
And
Sounds
so
like
I even
a
got directions to
dangerous
it.
expedition there.
Yes.
Just for some studying.
However, you haven't been employed by a faction, have you?
No.
Yeah.
I mean, I've tried to stay out of gangs since I was a young boy.
Factions aren't gangs.
I mean,
They're upholding the law. That's what factions do, except for the Zentarim, I guess.
Oh, yeah.
Well, if they're going to be traveling with us, we might as well let them know what we're trying to accomplish.
Yes, that might be a good idea. We're on a quest to what was it again? Either kill lycanthropes in the area or like
rescue children.
There's some lost children that may have been taken by some werewolves. We're looking to investigate it and possibly kill some.
Oh, I see. I think I got a different quest to you guys.
Yeah, you did.
Oh,
Mine
well
my
then.
personal quest appears to be slightly different to yours, however.
So then what is your quest then, Alfonso?
Good point, DM. Please, can you remind me?
You were hired by the Lord's Alliance to try to find out where these werewolves were coming from, because they believed
wait.
they were coming from a different like plane of existence. You were trying to find the portal and shut it down and find out as much as you can about it, and then like deal with the werewolves
Okay.
just to
And
make sure they don't open it back up again.
so I tell the party that, well, I've been
You also got a lot of information specifically about the werewolves, like how many were in there, because they captured one and they tortured it. The Lord's Alliance did, and you got some information about the werewolves from that.
Okay, so I tell them that well, it appears, well, I'm here to ensure that we find their I guess you could say base of operations, and destroy it, and destroy a certain gateway from which my faction believes they're coming out of.
Yeah,
So
so
wait,
you have the following information that was granted to you from the torturing of the werewolf. The werewolf pack has almost a dozen members. The leader of the pack is a man named Kirill. They come
Kirill?
from a distant land called Barovia. The Lord's Alliance has no information about. They
Hmm.
worship a deity called the Mother Night, and they leave and return to Barovia through some kind of ancient portal, and that's mainly what he cares about, is that portal, because he doesn't trust these people from Barovia, given that they're from a different land. He wants to know how to
Ow.
shut it down, so that more people don't come from Barovia to attack.
Okay, so yeah, I just tell them that basically we think these wolves are coming from a different land or a different area or a different place.
So these wolves are coming through a portal?
Well, it appears so, according to what information we gathered. It appears that their leader, or I guess you could say alpha in this case, is a man named Kirill.
Huh.
So if we kill Kirill, do you think the portal will go away? Or should
Well,
we destroy the portal?
you guys are now in Barovia, and you didn't really notice the portal.
No, but these wolves are coming through a portal.
That might be a way to get back.
There's other ways to get into Barovia, presumably, other than a portal, which is presumably how we got here.
It's true. That being said, you were just sleeping in the woods by Daggerford, which was nowhere near Barovia as far as you know. And then suddenly you woke up in Barovia.
True. But teleportation's a thing.
Yep, it's true.
Through a portal.
I've also been trying to locate rumors about magic items, and I managed to get some interesting information about a mad wizard who lives near these areas. Lives in the mountains, actually, apparently. I think that's what I remember.
Drish,
What?
what do you think about all of this? Are you up for to help us with the werewolf?
Oh, yeah, might as well, I guess. We're just, we were just following those cards. I guess if you guys gotta do that first, we might as well. I mean, you said there might be some kids in danger.
Yeah, we came across a man whose kids got taken or disappeared.
Oh yeah.
Was
So
there a big reward?
Not that I know of.
Ah,
But I'm sure if it's his kids, he probably would give you a hefty reward.
Was he rich?
I
didn't
think
seem
he
like
was
it.
just a farmer.
However, the location of the directions to this their hideout, well, it appears that that east of the lake, we will find a smaller lake with a small tower, possibly in the middle or next to it, and past the lake, in the mountains, is where the werewolves are. So, if we head that direction, we might be able to find them.
Pretty sure I saw a lake on the way in to town. Right?
Yes, I might be talking about this lake. They also told me of an alternate path. If we follow the path east out of the town, that will also take us to the lake. The smaller lake with the tower, presumably.
Oh, well, I guess we should check it out at least. What? They said it was a mad wizard. So he's probably not a
Oh,
safe wizard, right?
yeah, there was a mad wizard in the mountains somewhere.
And
But we
oh,
might have to venture into his territory to get to the werewolves.
oh, I understand. I thought you were searching his domain, or I thought he was in the tower, and you thought the portal was there.
Oh, no, no, no. This is the directions to the werewolves. However, I have a bit of speculation on how they, if they do have a portal, who's provided it to them.
Ah, who might that be?
Huh. These guys also wouldn't be here. Sorry.
This mad wizard I've heard about. What if he is in how do you say, cahoots with them?
Ah, yes, that's kind of what I thought you might expect, or be suspecting.
Hmm. Well, either way,
Well, we should probably get ready and head out then, unless we have anything else to do.
well, where to first? I mean, we've still got to help the innkeeper with his wine problems.
Looking at the rough map he made, does that seem to be on the, like, kind of in the same direction?
Okay. Let me figure out. I'll have to draw you guys a rough map because till you guys get like a reasonable one. Let me check here.
By the way, this whole time, Alphonse has been like sipping the wine.
I should just like MS paint it.
MS Paint. Yas.
Hmm.
Whoa, do I exist?
Yes.
Whoa,
You're kind of quiet for some reason, though.
I'm a bit far away.
Actually, that could just be my headset. Hold on.
Oh.
Yeah, probably.
Mm.
My weird headset was scrolled. Oh, my squeaky chair.
So what do you guys do now?
Trying to see if it's in the
While I
same.
draw you a really bad map.
I would probably be having some coffee. And I guess the wine that Alfonso gave me.
Ask Alfonso, do you have any wine that I can have?
I probably just push mine over to you because I want my coffee more.
Oh, thank you, Jish.
But of course. Yes.
This is some. Wait, is this the cheap stuff?
No, it's the nice stuff actually.
Nice.
Ooh, yummy, so good.
Corn dog says squee. I didn't see it. Oh, he also says just mix the coffee and the wine.
Oh no.
Sounds disgusting.
You start drinking it right away because you
See,
get
I love
coffee right
Monster and I love coffee, but if I have coffee even within like 15 minutes of Monster, it tastes funny.
That sounds like a horrible combination.
Yes.
Okay, I don't know if I'm supposed to draw all of the woods because there's a shit ton of woods in this area.
Y'all had monster coffee.
No.
I mean, they do have the Java Monster, and that's pretty good. But like Green Monster and then like some coffee in the same amount of time, that's just oof.
They have a type of coffee made by Monster, and they put taurine in it, which is like the main ingredient of Monster Energy drink. And I'm just like, well, now you just made coffee taste bad.
Which monster is that?
It's like the espresso monster.
Oh,
It's like
those are good though.
I drink those like
what?
I love
I drink those and I
espressos.
hate the green monster, but I love the coffee version.
One day I'll have an espresso
Bruh.
machine because I like that nice concentrated bitter yeet.
Listen, I can understand having monster. I can
Cut out.
What butters
understand.
cut out?
I can
Jesus Christ.
Having
understand how
trouble there.
I can.
Ah! Ah! So I can understand having any type of monster except for that coffee monster.
Ah, yes.
I think it's pretty good.
I
Tis
mean I
horrible.
like espresso, but I'm not gonna pay standard monster price for espresso more than once.
Bruh.
Okay, the skill of
Monster.
this map is atrocious, and you're welcome.
Monster.
Oh.
Monster is literally like £1.39 here, but then this espresso monster is like £1.50 for less than a regular monster can.
Exactly. Just because it's smaller, I can't buy it. Aside from when I did to try it.
That must be heavy, Butters.
But they used to sell like little
Shut up.
glass shots. Do you remember those M3 monsters? Did you ever have those?
M3? No, I don't think so.
Okay, do you remember when Uber Monster was in a glass thing?
Nuh-uh.
Oh. Well, it
I'm
was like
sorry. I'm 16. I don't think I remember as much as you guys
it was
do.
4 years ago. Surely you were
Well,
drinking caffeine at 11.
Actually, it wouldn't have been banned for me to drink it at 11, but back then. But like, still, I was never allowed to drink Monster as a small child.
Ah, yes.
I wonder why.
Let's see here.
You're fired.
You're fired. My favorite type of monster is the purple monster, the ultraviolet stuff, because it's
Cornball.
grape.
Oh my god.
It's grape flavor, like
Wait.
bruh.
Wait, oh, the ultraviolet? You should try the paradise one. It's the best sugar-free thing I've
We
ever had.
don't have that.
It's like new.
Do
You
we?
might get it eventually.
Monster Paradise?
Yeah, it's like one of the. It's like the ultraviolet, but it's green. It tastes
Let's see
good,
here.
and it surprisingly tastes actually good, even though it's sugar-free.
I don't think we've seen that. The sugar-free ones are pretty good though. Although if you drink too many, they can have obviously a laxative effect. So
Oh, I've never gone there, surprisingly.
most sugar-free
what?
things do that. Most sugar-free things, especially sugar-free sweets, have a chemical that if you ingest too much, can cause a laxative-like effect.
Huh. Well, I always like try to go for the sugar-free option. I don't notice any difference. So.
Oof.
Hmm.
I can't have too
I
many
drink
sugar-free
all these
stuff.
shits anyways.
But like,
Oh, are you thinking like of those like Harbo sugar-free gummy bear things
yeah,
that on
and
the Amazon reviews
Oh,
are
that
fucking hilarious?
most
Yeah.
people. Okay, most people are smart enough to not put that in their sugar-free thing. Haribo was just like, yeet.
Okay,
Oh my
God.
this is the
gosh.
amazingly drawn map of the town. Okay, so the
It's
three black dots are the
beautiful.
3 cities
Okay.
that he
Oh
mentioned.
my god!
It's
The
beautiful.
first, the black
That's
dot on the
amazing.
right is Barovia. The black dot underneath the lake is Valakai, which is where you currently are.
Mhm.
And the black dot on the left is the other town he mentioned. Hold on.
So wait, what you're saying? Box and black dot is where we
Jesus
are.
Christ, Butters, you're
Stop
dying.
talking.
Oh wait, no, everyone's dying. Rip.
Server, hold on.
Discord's dying.
Everybody's dying.
Hello.
Hello.
Oh my god! I'm
Okay,
sorry.
we have a better connection now.
Amazon listing.
Is that better or worse?
I'm good now.
I think it's good.
I just looked on an
Okay.
Amazon listing for Haribo classic gummy bears, and one of the questions is, were these bears forged in the fires of hell?
Well, that's
Okay.
Amazon
Yeah.
reviews are basically where they got so popular.
Okay, we're getting off topic,
Oh.
guys.
The black lines are the roads, obviously. The red X is where he thinks the werewolves are at. The red square is the Wizards of Wine Winery, although, like I said, scale is terrible. It's not really that far. Anyways, so those are the three cities. Okay, the big lake right above you is, like you talked about, there's another small lake, which is where the werewolf cave is. The Mad Mage is up in those mountains to the north. The black little, slightly thicker one straight up.
Okay.
Oh, also he warns you not to go to the black circle. That is the
The black circle with green.
castle. That is Castle Raven.
Which black circle?
Yeah, there's two
Oh,
black
that's
circles.
The one that the road leads to. The road leads to a black circle. On it.
Oh, the
Oh, the dead end
Yes.
circle. Okay.
Ah, my
Let's
stomach
go
is
there.
dying.
Okay.
That's Castle Ravenloft.
Oh, fuck. Why am I getting stabbing pains?
Probably
One
because
of-
all those energy drinks you drink, even though you're like 16.
I would probably
Yeah.
lay the map out and say, okay, if we go down here, we should check on his shipment really quick, and then
Also,
we
the
can.
dead end on the bottom left is called Yarrow Hill.
Oh,
Past the Wizards of Wine Winery.
okay.
I just like to say, my stomach is dying, and also I can't stop laughing because I've just seen one of these freaking reviews, and it's amazing.
Get off Amazon,
Oh, no.
bubbers.
I know, but like we need to film a video of us just reading Amazon reviews at some point and post it on YouTube.
No.
I'm down.
Um,
Okay, so guys, we need to go. We should just check on the shipment really quick down here, and then we can just head on over to your werewolf studying or whatnot.
yes.
Okay.
that
Yeah,
would
that
be-
sounds like a good idea. We'll just do it really quickly and then get back to what we.
Yeah, I'm
And
sure
measure-
the shipment's fine. It's just that they're going slow.
Alphonse
Yeah.
looks very surprised at Drish for thinking this well,
Oh my
but
God.
in generally just like thinking, he's surprised that Drish did that.
Classic Alpha
Wait,
Drish.
hold on. Let's see here.
He visibly looks surprised.
All right, so let's move forward with that.
Let's yeet. One of the worst days of my life. I ate half a 6-ounce bag I picked up at
Butters!
CVS.
Stop! Close it!
Butters, stop.
Alright,
Amazon.
I'm gonna start walking out as he tells us about his edible
How he ate
bear fever
candies and
dream.
started. Yep.
You guys head out. You want to do anything else while you're in town or not?
No, I'm good.
I'm good.
Immediately leave town.
Yeah.
I guess, nah, I
There's not
just
really
bring,
any reason to-
I
Well,
just
I'm in a
grabbed
rush a bit
Snick.
because it's been a long time since those kids and don't know what's going on with them.
Sure.
I spent 24 hours in the fetal position.
Did,
Stop it.
gosh.
I just want to get to the shipment and then go straight to the
Yeah,
thing.
let's get to the shipment.
Yay.
Stop this madness. Yeah, run down that road.
Hold on.
Sanic. Oh, I gotta grab Snick.
Oh yeah, Sneck is on like your shoulder.
Yeah. It's my,
We are meant to be level 3, right?
That is correct. At this time, you are
Oh,
currently
okay.
level.
Really? We haven't
just
gotten enough
checking.
experience from the things we've killed to level up yet?
Oh, I think we're doing
Oh.
milestone.
So
Okay.
as an FYI, yeah. So as an FYI, Death House, you're supposed to level to 3 afterwards, but I don't want you guys to die more than you already did. So I let you start at level 3 before Death House, so that experience doesn't count. And then afterwards, what did you do to get experience? You
Nothing.
Nothing.
you not fought a bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We fought a
Yes.
broom.
We antagonized. No, that was still in the death house. We
I know.
antagonized the devil through a door.
Do we get experience for avoiding
Plus 0
encounters?
experience.
Yeah,
No.
sometimes. It depends on if it's an encounter that you're going to encounter in the future or not.
Oh. Oh.
You can't like keep on getting experience for avoiding it, right?
I kinda
True,
wanna
but-
fight some.
But that means that a lot of the things we've encountered, we're gonna have to deal with eventually, right?
That's how a lot of life goes.
Life goes, mate.
Damn, I really wanted to be a D&D 5e procrastinator king.
No, die.
Oof.
Perish.
So one thing
One
that
moment.
I remember is like, remember how hard it was for us to just kill a wolf
With Jared.
when we
he said
first
something important.
fought?
Hopefully he's okay.
What are you on about?
Butters, I told you to get off
Oh
Amazon.
no. Butters drinks monster plus 10 awareness, plus 10 speed, plus 10 hallucination, negative 10 bowel control. Oh no.
What's happening? I'm so
I-
confused.
I think Butters is dying.
How are your parents not concerned right now?
I don't know.
I'm
It's
sure that
one
they
of-
are.
They're asleep.
Okay. As you guys are traveling out of the town, you notice something on the lake. I'll just read you a description. Okay, so I'm going to read two descriptions to start with. At the foot of the mountain, nestled in a misty forest, is a large lake. The water is perfectly still and dark, reflecting the black clouds overhead like a monstrous mirror. Pulled up along the southern shore are three small rowboats.
Oh my god,
He's
this is
alive.
Jared. Yay.
Whoa.
Hello.
Like 1
Yeah, Jack,
hour
my
later.
kid.
He's muted.
Hello?
You're muted, by the way, Jared. Anyway, pulled up along the southern shore are three small rowboats. The fourth can be seen in the middle of the lake with a lone figure sitting in it, fishing pole in hand.
Does he look familiar?
Fishing.
He does not look familiar. So you guys are sitting there. You see the three robots. Rowboats. Sorry. Suddenly,
I was like, what?
the robots. Yeah. Suddenly, you kind of see the guy kind of shift a bit.
Whoa, I can
And
barely
those
hear
of you who have more than a 12 passive perception see him kind of push something out of the boat into the water. It seems pretty big. It's hard to tell what it is, though. Looks like kind of like a big bag.
Shit.
Those of you with more than a 13 passive perception or more
I have that.
can tell that the bag is like pretty large. It's like, I don't know, like 4 feet across. Bag. And those of you with a 14 or higher, does anyone have a 14 or higher passive perception?
I have
I'm
15.
trying to look.
Okay, you can tell that
I
the
have-
bag is like wiggling.
Oh no.
Ah.
Oh.
He dumps it into the water.
I shout, you there!
No, do you have
He is-
14?
He's halfway across a lake, which is hundreds of feet.
Yeah, I'm gonna still
You know you said if
shout.
it's 14 or higher, right?
Yeah.
That's what I said.
I'm just gonna ask him what he's like dumping. Go, you there? What are you dumping in the lake?
But
He
he's
doesn't
halfway
appear to
across,
even
across a
notice
lake.
you.
I'll be like, guys, pretty sure that he's that's alive. It's wiggling.
Wait, what?
Oh,
Are you
it's
sure?
wiggling?
Pretty sure the bag is wiggling.
Okay, let's see what spells I can use.
It's like the lake is
Oh yeah, I'm not a wizard.
the lake is a fourth of a mile across the narrow way,
Oof.
Shit.
and he's halfway across the lake right now. So he is 0.2 miles across the lake. I didn't when I said a fourth, I didn't mean that. I meant 0.4. So he's 0.2 miles.
Okay, I don't know then.
Jared.
You're like super, super, super quiet.
Yeah, what the heck?
Like
I haven't-
extremely quiet. We can barely hear.
Are you on the right mic input?
I have him at max volume.
You know, we heard you say that, but we cannot really hear you.
Okay, go to. Oh, what was that?
Oh. Oh. Echo.
Stop it. We cannot hear you now, Jared.
Yeah, we can't hear you at all if you're talking.
Sit here writing this review at 4 a.m. from my porcelain
Butters, I told you to get
Oh my
off.
god, Butters. Get off.
God.
Man.
Come on, it's so fucking amazing.
Robots.
Bro butts?
Oh,
Instead of robots. Or robots.
Robo butts.
Robot.
Do, 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 do.
Johnny.
We can't hear you.
Oh,
So the lake is
quiet.
okay. So the lake is 1,000 feet across, and he's 500 feet out.
That I can
Is that better?
oh.
Much,
We
much
can
better.
actually hear you.
I'm gonna turn you
Yeah.
back down now.
I'll futz with my new headset later.
Oh
What
shoot.
is the range of this? What is the range of this?
Uh,
The range
120
Fuck.
feet.
That's definitely not an eighth of a mile.
Damn.
He's about 500 feet away.
Do you guys want me to go
Oh,
Oh,
What?
wait,
Where?
Wait,
hello.
where?
to the boat?
Oh yeah, you can fly. Holy shit.
There's also 3 robots nearby.
I
Does
I don't
anything-
really care
Oh,
about the
there's
wriggling
nobody
bag. It's
in this
probably
in the
deserved
rowboats,
it.
right?
Hmm?
There's nobody in the rowboats, right? They're just empty.
Are there anyone in the rowboat?
I assume they're empty.
Seems fair. Okay,
They're
Sneck.
parked beside the shore.
Okay, Sneck, go check it out. And then we'll see if we need to row out there.
So you're gonna
Can I
wait for
f-
him to go and come back.
It's only- It's only 10
The
rounds for me to
bag,
go.
the bag, by the way, just immediately started sinking. It didn't. It's not like floating.
It's
Oh.
fucked. Like I
So
recognize it as fucked, but I fly over.
Okay, and everyone else stands on the shore and waits patiently.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and
I guess we
as
could
it's flying
get in the
over-
rowboat.
as he flies
So
over,
just so
I'm
you know,
going to
rowboats aren't particularly fast either. So
I'm gonna message Snack before he gets too far out of range to ask them what they dropped into the water and who it was if they tell them it's a body.
okay,
Okay.
just so you guys understand how this kind of works and stuff too. Like, how fast can you fly, Jared?
50 feet a turn.
Okay, so you would go much slower in a boat. So if you wait for him to go and get back, and
I'll
then
be
you get on
back.
the boat and then start going over, you know, just logically, there's no way on earth you can save that person if you're trying to do that.
Yeah, let's get in the boat now as he's
Yeah,
flying over.
yeah. All right, let's do that. Do we
I'm
all
gonna
fit
jump in
in
the
the
boat
3
and
boats?
I'm gonna
Alright.
start rowing.
There's 3 boats.
Almost.
Are you going to get in your boat a piece, or do you want to share a boat?
Mm,
I'll get in my own boat.
Could
How
probably
big is the
fit
boat?
2 to 3 people.
I
You
get
try to
in my
row
own
your
boat.
own boat.
I get in my own boat.
we'll go 2 each.
I get in my own boat.
How many boats are there?
There's
There are
3.
3 boats.
Alfonso climbs in a boat. Drish just climbs in right after him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What?
All right, row.
Well, I'm not rowing.
So make an athletics check, Alfonso, Andrish, and everyone.
Great. Wait, athletics? I'm not rowing.
I'll
Make
row.
an athletics check.
Can that be acrobatics?
No.
Athletics.
Fuck.
Wow, I even have a
Oh, okay, that's not that bad.
Did I miss
Okay.
anything super important, by the way?
We pretty much just got a
You
map to the
guys
werewolves.
Got a map, and you found out that
And
you got a map which should be in your handouts now. You found out where the werewolves' cave is. You also found out about a person called the Mad Mage of Mount Baratok. Mount Baratok's to the north, so across the lake, basically.
And basically,
Supposedly a mad mage living up there. And then also you found out the location of the Wizards of Wine Winery.
yeah, which we're going to first, and then we're gonna go check out the werewolves. And basically, Sneck and Drish just figured out that they're hunting werewolves for children
Cool.
and whatnot.
As long as there's money in it.
Sound like at least a farmer so far, but there, I suspect there's more to it
I
with their
totally wanna go to that
rewards.
castle because just because they said don't go to the castle,
Seems legit.
right?
Alright, so
Did we didn't figure anything out with the cards, just to be
nope,
clear,
nothing.
right? Okay.
No.
Nope.
Yeah.
And then we met our new party member?
No, she's not here today.
Oh, okay.
Could not attend today.
Alright, so
Wow.
Queen
Snick flies up to the boat, probably about 100 feet away, and then sneaks the rest in the. You can't sneak in the air, but he does it really good.
He doesn't. He appears to not be paying attention. So
Oh, the guy, yeah.
Becomes
I fly
fog.
up and I
He seems
examine
kinda-
him. Probably like
he seems pretty zoned out.
Queen, you still need to roll athletics check.
30 feet away. I want to look at him.
Oh, wow.
What?
She did it.
Oh, hello.
Hmm?
Only I can see.
Alright.
Okay, so who was in what boats? It was Drish and Alfonso and Sakasta and Kara.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Drish and Alfonso's boat gets a bit further out than the other one, and Jared gets obviously even further because he's flying. So, like I said, Jared, you see the guy sitting in the boat. He appears to be fishing, but as you're kind of looking at it, it's mostly he just has a fishing pole that is in the water. You don't see any kind
Yeah,
of
he's not paying
bait. You don't
attention
see
to it.
any kind of
It is nighttime,
there's no
right? By the
buckets or
way.
anything. It's
I think
morning.
it's
Early morning.
Oh, I would be less inclined to do things early morning, but okay, I'm doing it.
It should be mentioned that your token stood outside all morning so far.
Oh, yeah.
I like to think he had his own little adventures while you guys were off doing things.
10 out of 10.
Yes.
Drinking
That-
ale
that's
and shit.
Secretly, no one knows
Wine.
about, but he actually has like 500 gold in his gold pouch now that no one knows where it came from.
They're actually just rocks.
Like, oh man, I'm gonna try to buy something with rocks now. That needs
Oh,
to
yes.
happen. All right. I assume I only get out probably what 150 feet out in turn.
Yeah, because you can fly 50 feet, right?
Right.
And
My
then
fly
you
speed is
can-
50 feet.
Then you can dash, and then you can bonus action dash because you're a rogue, right?
Right.
So you can go 150 feet around. So it takes you about less than 30 seconds to get above him.
Just
And he's
yeeted.
just he appears to be fishing, but is actually just staring out into nothingness.
Yep, he's totally zoned out.
I land on his boat.
He still doesn't really even respond.
Oh no.
I was afraid of that. I poke him with my rapier.
Is you gonna attack him or just like lightly?
No,
poke
no,
him?
yeah, like lightly poke him, like nudge him almost with it.
Yeah, he's just kind of. You can kind of just like look into his eyes. He's totally zonked out, basically.
Oh, shit.
It's been 30 seconds that the
So you
bag
guys can
is
make
gone,
another.
right?
You can make another athletics check if you want to. It's sinking.
I'm not smart enough to know if I can get it, but I'm gonna go for it.
Okay, you can also make an athletics check then. If you're trying to swim down and get the bag.
Not an acrobatics check. I'm just
Athletics.
kidding. I'm just kidding. I was being Alfonso.
It is. Wow. Yeah. Mm.
Okay.
I dive
so-
into the water with my my -2 strength check.
Man, Car, you're just rolling really bad right now.
What?
You're just
Can I-
rolling really poorly because you have a good modifier and everything.
Yeah.
So to hear.
Yeah.
Can I do like a skydive? I want to
Yeah.
dash into the air and then dash down
That's
for
fine.
sure.
Just get a little like a
Momentum.
head start.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's fine. I would give you advantage for that, but it didn't matter.
Yeah. Truth. Fair enough. Maybe advantage is in the fact that I get to roll again because that was just a shit roll.
Okay, so Drish, Sam, I need everyone else's athletics check. Alfonso, Sakasta.
Another athletics? Oh
Yeah,
boy.
you're rowing the boat again.
Can it be?
So Stassi did pretty good.
Great. I love athletics.
Alphonse is useless,
Mega oof.
but it's fine because Drish more than made up for it.
Yay.
So you guys think you'll be there next round, basically,
Okay.
as long as you someone in your boat beats a 15, or like you two both combine to get like a 14 or something each.
Very good.
Let's see here. So go ahead. So you get after you plucked into the water after the bag, but you don't reach the bag. You're like
Great.
just the bag is just below you. Okay, Jared.
Oh, can I try to go for it more?
Yeah. So we're gonna go and do another round, so you can go ahead and get the bag again.
Oh, that's a pretty good roll.
It's enough to actually get to the bag and like stop its descent. It's not enough to basically bring the bag up at all. So you are quite a ways
I-
underwater.
I wouldn't even try that. I'm not strong enough. I just want to cut the bag open.
Okay. With what?
My rapier that I had drawn.
Okay. Your rapier is a piercing weapon.
Oh, fine. A dagger. I guess I'll draw. Oops.
Also
I-
technically a piercing weapon, but I'd let you do it because that's kind of what daggers are for.
Yeah, right. That's what daggers are for. Is for slashing open bags.
Okay. So everyone else going to make one more athletics check real quick.
Nice.
Oh shit.
Useless. Okay, it's up to the other two then.
Come
Oh,
on, Alfonso.
Got it. Okay, Alfonso and
Ah.
Sacosta's boat like drifts sideways with the lake
Well-
water.
Wait.
And
well, no,
doesn't
no,
actually go forward.
Sacosta's with Kara.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
Oh,
still
okay,
didn't roll
nice.
15 though.
So Drish, yeah. So your boat does not go forward at all. It just but Sam, your boat reaches the place right next to the other guy's boat. You could either try to question him or like jump into the water right away, or what do you want to do?
I'm gonna jump in the water right away.
Okay, so go ahead and make me one more athletics check really quick to try and get down to them. Okay, you're able to actually get down, and basically you find Snack underwater holding onto a bag trying to cut it open. The other two are still quite a ways away.
I'm also struggling to keep it up because I am not strong and it's probably pulling me down with it.
Yeah,
I'm
you're
gonna grab.
slowly
I'm gonna.
sinking.
Can I grab the bag and
Sure.
help
Well,
him?
Yeah, we'll go ahead and do next round. So you can basically grab the bag. Do you want to grab the bag and try to swim up? Do you want to grab the bag and try to help him open it? What do you want to try to do?
Also
Probably open it first.
Yeah, you could also jump in the water or talk to the guy or do whatever you want to try to do from
Alright.
within. You were in Kara's boat, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
jump in the water as well, see if I can also help with the
Okay, so you can make an athletics check as well.
Ooh.
Okay, so you successfully also get down to the bag, and we'll say that you are the one who's able to stop it from sinking further.
It was a combined effort.
Okay, so it's the next round. Do you want to try to bring the bag out of the water, or what are you guys going to try to do here?
Well, if we bring the bag out of the water, it'll still have water in it, I would assume. So it'd probably get.
I mean,
The
it's just,
person
it's
get
just
'em
a
out.
cloth bag.
Yeah, the bag is, by the way, like wiggling quite a bit.
We're also underwater and cannot discuss things. Just do what you want to do.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Unless
I'll
I become
probably
message
actually-
translator.
I'll just try to bring it up.
Yeah, same.
Okay.
Unless I become like message guy who just messages people back and forth.
You can do one person per round, right?
Yeah.
So it would not be the greatest message.
No.
translation.
It would take you 6 seconds to get a message from
Reply.
one person.
To the other person, and then another 6 seconds to get the reply, and then another 6 seconds to actually hear the reply back.
Yeah. It would take a total of like
This person would drown.
24 seconds. So yeah.
Okay. So you guys get the bag. Who is doing what? Underwater.
If they're pulling it up, I would follow suit. I would stop trying to cut it open and start just yanking it up, even
Okay.
though I'm probably not helping.
So you can basically how helping works is one person gets advantage. So who do you want to
Yeah.
make the primary role with advantage?
Kara.
That's ridiculous.
That's such a choice.
Okay. So go ahead, Kara, make the roll, and you have advantage. So you have a
Better than
13.
not having
Yeah,
advantage.
no, you start working right towards the surface, but you definitely don't break the water yet.
God damn it! Why? I have advantage.
Do we get to row our boat?
Yeah. So
Row,
the other
row,
boat,
row,
the other
row.
boat can go ahead and roll to try to catch up.
Yes. Athletics.
Oh my god.
You guys are like both rowing opposite directions, so you're spinning in the water.
Jesus criminy.
Horrible athletics.
Why did I get in this boat? He wanted to be alone.
Yeah, you should have just left him. I said up to 3 people could fit in a boat.
Ooh.
Okay.
Who's
All right, Jared, we can hear you
sucking?
breathing.
Jesus
Blowing
Christ. Big suck.
Big blow.
Big blow.
Okay. So you
Sorry.
guys.
2 seconds.
I'm out of cola. Let's crack open another one of my 23 cans.
Is it a cold
Crack
one?
a fresh one with the boys.
Hell yeah.
Okay, so
Alright,
you
I gotta
guys
go get a
go
beer
ahead and
now.
try one more time to try to get him out of the water.
Great. Let's hope you guys get out of the water now.
You have advantage, Kara.
Yay!
Hey!
Yay.
As soon as we break water, I'm just like flying above, trying to help, but really not doing anything.
So we'll say the other 2 can try to get them into the one of the other 2 can try to get into the boat because it only takes 1 person to help. So who wants to make the roll to try to lift them into the boat? It's another athletics check. The
Can
2 people who are in the water.
that's all you, Jonah. Trust.
I'll go ahead and do that. I have like a -1 disadvantage.
I have a -2, so do it.
So you're able to keep the bag above water, but you don't like get it into the boat. We'll say you managed to climb into the boat and almost capsize it, but you don't actually manage to pull the other person into the boat with you.
Row.
Gets
I
crit
just-
one,
Go ahead
you
and- go ahead
sink
and
the
roll
boat.
roll the other boat to try to catch up.
Nice.
Yes.
Oh my god.
11, come on.
Oh
Oh,
my
yeah.
god.
You managed to straighten out the boat so it's no longer going sideways.
Oh, great. Do we get any closer?
You would estimate that over the past 3 turns, you're approximately the same distance.
Like, how far are we from them now?
A 1 turn of beating a 15.
Which, how far away is that?
Yeah, within 120 feet.
Okay. Great.
Uh,
Leave it up
Okay.
to you guys.
Never mind. No. Okay.
Okay, so you guys, you're probably actually within. No, yeah, 120 feet's about right, actually. Okay, so one more time. You want to try to get a car this time since you're already above the water. You can also try to do it and lift them into the boat with advantage, with
Yeah.
Takasa helping you pull.
Oh, I'm gonna, if that's the case, fly
do-
back to the dude's boat.
Okay,
do
you could
have
also try to cut open the
athletics.
bag if you wanted to.
Oh, yeah, that's for sure. That's what I want to do. Sorry. Thank you.
Why does
I
this
also
happen
do
to me?
You're assisting, so she got
Yeah,
advantage.
she got advantage, so she got a 13. That's probably enough to get someone up out into the boat. It's not like you actually like have to lift much of their weight when you're doing that. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay.
Do you want me to
You
attack
got
the
it.
bag?
Yeah, go ahead and roll an attack roll. You're basically trying to miss the person inside more than hit the bag.
Yeah, I understand. Haha! I rolled an 8.
Okay, your dagger comes away a bit red.
Oh
Come
my
on now. I'd be trying to
God.
cut the rope that's holding the bag closed. I'm not just stabbing a bag
Yeah, I
randomly.
understand. Yeah, you're like.
But I am a kobold.
I would say you do manage to probably
kobold.
cut. You do manage to cut the rope, but like as it cuts, your dagger kind of goes a bit wide and like sinks into
If
the
they
bag.
weren't
a bit.
expecting it, they took 7 sneak
The
attack
campaign dies by drowning trying to save a bag that they didn't
Let's say
even know
most of
what
that
was
damage went
inside.
to. Let's say most of that damage went to the rope and the bag. But you did do a bit to the person inside as well.
Oof.
All right.
Uh,
Do they come out? I open the bag.
Yeah. So inside is a basically. Let's see here. Let's see if I can find a description of.
It's a wild animal you just let loose onto a boat. You die.
You
If it's a cute little
find
kitty cat, I
a
want it.
7-year-old, Vestina girl. So much like the other Vestini,
Oh,
a
shit.
young girl was in the bag that you have just opened.
I immediately check her for wounds. No, I don't. I don't
Can
give
we
a fuck.
play catch up
I-
again?
I
She is
immediately-
bleeding from one of her arms.
Can we play
she
catch up again?
conscious?
You want to like hide the dagger behind your back? I
Is
would let
she
you roll
still?
sleight of hand if you want to do
No.
that.
Yeah,
she
for
is-
sure.
She is
For
like
sure.
trying to cough
but I
up
look-
water.
I also look super abashed and ashamed,
Oh my gosh.
even though I'm perfectly hiding this dagger.
You manage to wipe it off and slip it back into its sheath.
Yeah, but
Without
I
being
look
noticed.
super ashamed, and I'm just like hiding in the corner of the boat, hoping Kara doesn't notice me and scold me.
Hey, she could have gotten cut at any time. Anyways, so she's like coughing water. You could try to assist her if you have medicine.
Can we go there now? Do we have to make another?
You can get there. It doesn't matter.
Drish.
Drish
he's-
does it. Drish got sick and tired of you like rowing the wrong way, and he like throws your oars into the water and then just rows himself.
Okay, so Alfonso jumps onto the other boat with the bag, and I ask what was inside the bag.
check. Also,
Acrobatics.
only 3 people can fit into the boat, and if there's currently 2 people and
Oh,
2 small
then
creatures.
if
So-
the guy with the
You want to
rod,
jump onto his boat?
if he's nearby and I can still see the bag, then
He's
sure.
like right next to your boat.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. What do you want to do there?
I jump onto his boat.
Yep, you're on a boat, and it's
Ah.
not going fast.
I'm gonna call over to Carol and ask what was in the bag.
Carol's dead.
I mean, not Carol, fuck Kara.
I'm too worried to like think about what you're saying, and I'm just trying to get this girl to because she's coughing up water.
Yeah, you
What's
can
in the
make
fucking
a
bag?
medicine check if you want to.
Sacosta, can you tell me what was in the bag then?
I think you can probably see what's
I
in the
wish-
bag.
Oh God!
I whisper,
Can I
it
see?
it was a girl.
Yeah, you are
A-
not of much
a
help. Tara.
girl?
You think you're being helpful.
It's okay. It's just some blood. It's okay. We can get this fixed.
You're more worried about the blood the injury than the water, which is actually a more pressing issue right now.
I turn to the person who pushed the girl in the bag off of the boat, and I like pick him up by his like collar.
Strength
Okay,
check.
make me athletics check. Yeah.
Watch me like fall over him and trip into the water or something.
Oh yeah, did you jump into his boat? You definitely need
Yeah.
acrobatics to do that without tipping the boats over.
Okay. So
Given
let me
you
roll
cannot fly.
acrobatics. Acrobatics I actually maybe can do.
You
Oh my
fucking
God.
You
drown.
try to, so you flip over the boat with Drish and you both in it as you try to jump into the water, and you are currently you're under the capsized boat with Drish.
Oh my God!
I'm just
This
And
whole
we'll say that the
situation.
athletics check attempt was your attempt to swim, and you managed to tread water, but you're still stuck underneath the boat.
I
Drish, I'm
just-
also going to need you to make an athletics check to swim.
right after my
Can-
face
can-
palm.
Can Drish make an
Drish,
acrobatics to
yeah,
try
Drish
and keep
Drish can make a dexterity saving throw if you'd like.
to keep the
Oh
boat
yes.
upright?
Okay, so you managed to like jump out of the boat as it flips over, and you're standing on top of the upside down boat. Okay,
Thanks, Drish.
with Alfonso beneath it.
Amazing.
So you didn't need to actually swim.
Nice.
Congratulations.
Okay,
That
Alfonso's gonna
dexterity.
try and get up onto the boat with the guy with the rod on.
Okay, so make me athletics check to swim.
Okay. And I fucking drown, don't I? Watch them.
Oh my God!
Well, you don't drown unless you get less than a 10.
Oh, okay. I'm 15.
Yeah, that's enough to swim over to his boat.
Can I get up?
Yeah, you could probably swim over to it and climb in.
Does he need
Okay.
another
Once I
athletic?
climb in, I look over to the
Or,
bag. Probably, can I see the bag from where I'm stood inside his boat?
The other bag?
What? There's
Their
another
The
bag?
bag with the
you
girl
don't-
inside.
You probably didn't even see the bag because they probably took the bag all the way off of her. You see a girl in the boat.
Oh,
Coughing up
well,
water.
can I put 2 and 2 together and presume the girl was in the bag?
Make an intelligence check.
Intelligence save or
Check.
Check.
Fuck.
It's not hard. Okay, you've managed to figure out 2 plus 2 plus 4.
Okay, so I pick up the guy who put.
Okay, so make an athletics
the-
check again. You have to realize you're like a scrawny little wizard trying to lift a man.
Yeah.
Oh, you do it though.
Lift
Get him. You make him stand up by his collar. Now there's 2 people standing in a boat.
Oh my
I-
god.
Conventional
shout-
wisdom states.
I shout at him, and I ask him why he pushed the girl off of the boat, and I will. If he doesn't answer, I slap him round the face.
Okay, so he doesn't seem to be paying much attention, and you slap him around the face. Go ahead and roll an attack roll of the melee variety.
1d20 minus 1. Let's see. E.
You miss. You're holding him in your hand, and you still miss.
Can I
Uh,
walk up and just stick a knife in him?
No,
You
wait,
can
wait.
fly over.
Okay, but
And while this is all going on, Kara, you can make another medicine check if you'd like to try to help.
Yay.
More.
I do fly over and I just stand behind the old man and I pay
Picasso, what
attention
did
to
you want to do
Alfonso.
while this is going on?
I want to like play it off
Because
to
you
make it.
could have
act
tried to
like-
help Kara if you wanted to.
I want to play it off and make it make Alphonse act like
Then
he
she would
did that
have a
on purpose
20.
so he could firebolt them.
Oh.
So basically, what I'm gonna do. Did you want to help Kara? If you do, she's gonna have to re-roll, but that's probably fine.
I've rolled already.
I know.
Didn't do
I would
well.
just have you probably re-roll if Sakasa's help. That's why I was trying to ask Sakasa what he's doing.
Oh.
Yeah, I'll basically helping determine what's wrong with her.
Yeah, basically, or helping calm her down.
Okay. Yeah, I'll help with that.
Okay. So you go ahead one more time, Kara, and roll me medicine.
Oh wait, no, then you
But
get a
you would have
21.
advantage, yeah. So you get a 21.
Okay.
So you managed to calm her down, get her to stop inhaling the water, and cough it all out, and she seems much better now.
So
Something you notice is that her legs are chained together, by the way, with some heavy metal chains.
Oh.
They're not actually like padlocked or anything. They're more just like wrapped around her.
Can I take those off of her? Or...
Yeah, you could definitely do that. But that's why she sunk so much.
I wanna
Oh.
like jump over to where Alfonso's attempting to fail at interrogation.
Well, I was
Sure.
gonna
Let me
like.
make an athletics check. Or acrobatics, sorry.
I was gonna try and hide the
Shit.
fact that Alfonso missed a backhand to like firebolt the guy he's holding.
So you
Obviously
don't
at
manage to jump
disadvantage.
across, but you basically stop yourself because as you're beginning to get ready to jump, the boat starts to rock a bit, and you just kind of have to catch your balance. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Can I
You're not used
firebolt
to
this
jumping
guy?
from like an upside down boat in the
Yeah.
water.
Okay.
Can I firebolt this guy to like play it off like I didn't just miss a backhand?
You can do whatever you want to.
Yeah. I mean, I'd get disadvantage, so I'll just firebolt this guy.
Oh god.
Please, please. I have a +5.
As soon as it
Ooh.
misses, I'm sticking a knife in him.
Okay.
It doesn't miss.
I mean,
Uh,
disadvantage, so 14.
yeah, I was like, I actually need to grab the stat block.
Wait, what?
I need the stat block.
He actually
for
has a
that.
stat block for that guy.
Ah.
Everything has a stat block.
Yeah,
It's a
but like,
pre-made campaign.
but like, does he have a special stat block or is he just a
Okay,
commoner?
you managed to hit him.
Oh, nice. So I deal uh,
I love clicking on other people's damage.
this.
2.
Wait,
Oh,
you can click on
oh!
other people's damage?
Okay, that seems to fuck him up pretty good, actually.
I kill him.
You do.
I destroy him for 14 points of damage as I sever his spinal cord.
Did you do did you do your rapier or a?
No,
strike?
no, dagger. It's just a dagger,
Okay.
right in the.
So you
right in
like
the
jam
spine.
it into the back of his neck. Yeah, exactly. Into the back of his neck, and he goes limp and falls into the water, tipping the
I
boat.
didn't know you could do
And then I
that.
give
Make a reflex
I
saving
give
throw if you're not currently flying.
Alfonso a high five. I am definitely not flying. There's not a reflex, but I'll do a dexterity save.
Yeah, dexterity saves things.
I guess I'll high five Snack
No, first make a dexterity save.
as
Yeah.
well. Okay.
Yeah,
So
his
the boat
body's like-
starts to
His
rock.
body like tips the boat over and it's flipping.
So I start to
Oh.
fly, and then I go for.
Wait, I'm still holding him though.
I know.
Exactly.
But he went
He's
limp.
pulling you into the water.
Oh, okay.
You weren't expecting a dagger to just kill this man. You were trying to hold him up. And he was... Okay, that's enough to like keep the boat from tipping over between the two of you. He managed to basically get his body to lay down in the boat. He's now bleeding out in the boat.
Does he have anything on him?
He has a fishing rod.
What if
Can
the
I check
girl
his
was an evil
pockets for
witch and the
stuff?
man was trying to kill
That
her?
might, you know, anything?
Kind of thinking the same thing.
He has a fishing
I
rod.
don't. Now we'll
I
never
checked
know.
the fishing rod, I guess, for markings.
We went
It
full
is a
murder
fishing
hobo there
rod.
for a second. It
Okay.
seems.
You now have a fishing rod. Congratulations. I'll put that on your character sheet.
love it.
Is his body still in the boat?
I guess I reel in the fishing rod to keep it, I guess.
His body's
Is
in
his-
the boat, yes.
I check his body for marks.
There's a dagger mark to the back of the neck. There's also a like large blackened surface on his chest from being burned.
And okay, I lick the dagger wound. Does his blood taste any different?
Make me a medicine check.
Oh, can I make a medicine check as well?
No.
Are you also tasting the blood? I scoop some up on my finger and I offer it to Alfonso.
Alfonso would look visibly disgusted at this, but attempt to play it off like he's just been handed like food, but he's too full.
I just
Just
shrug
as a
and
note
stick the finger in my
Classic.
mouth.
Just as a note, your bag is probably soaked, by the way, Alfonso, with all of your
Yeah.
paper and ink and notes and stuff.
I'm gonna
Oh,
have to
at
try-
this rate, I start throwing more shit into the water because
So-
I just don't want all of this.
I use prestidigitation to dry myself, by the way.
Okay. And your bag and everything.
Yeah.
It probably
I
takes a
now
couple
have-
castings.
Leather armor, a rock pouch, and a tinder box, and I need nothing else.
Oh, by the way, I'm gonna take the rod, so I like reel it in if it's unreeled. So.
Yeah, it actually wasn't even cast.
Oh well then, I just have a fishing rod and I like put it between my back and my bag through the loops and stuff.
Okay. Congratulations. You have a murdering man's fishing rod.
Yeah, I was about to say like it's gonna be like 20 sessions from now. He's gonna whip the fishing rod out, hit a dragon with it, and it's gonna be some magic weapon that just destroys the dragon. Just calling that.
I think where fishing rods can be magic items.
I'm
but
probably-
Oh my god, if
I
they
think
were,
D&D, they absolutely anything could be a magic item.
my dick is a magic. Oh, wait, what?
You remember
Oh,
in
no.
the tales of the Rictavio from the tavern, he did describe a magic fish.
Do you really?
Of the many, many magic items.
Wait, did he really?
Can I? This sounds really dumb now that you've just put this idea into my head, but can I Arcana check
Oh my
So,
god.
this
Oh.
this
You can make an Arcana check.
on the rod?
If that's like the definition of metagaming, by the way.
You believe the man's story that there may or may not be magic fishing rods, but you have no way to identify whether one is magical or not.
Okay. I
Yeah,
don't tell the group though. If I
You
believe
would,
that,
you would have to do some magical detection upon it.
yeah, I
I'm
could,
probably just kind of got my hands on my hips and I'm like, does he have any anything on his person that might tell us why he's here? Because now he can't.
No.
He's dead.
Nope, nothing. He wasn't talking anyway.
yeah, he
I
didn't have
stabbed
anything.
him.
I
I
just
stabbed
look,
him before and
Make
he
an
didn't say anything.
I just
Give me an
look
insight
over
check,
at him.
Alfonso.
Wait, make the what?
And insight check, please.
You cut out what? And
Insight.
a what
Insight.
check?
Insight.
Insight. Okay. I mean, I'm proficient in this, so. you need
Okay,
to-
so his eyes are like really, really like far away, but after you hit him the first time, they actually cleared, and it's like he was about to start talking, and then a dagger emerged
Oh.
from his throat in the back.
That's what I'm saying. I was
Oh my
just trying to
God.
help.
I tap Snack on the forehead and be like,
On the snoot. No, on the snoot. Let's be real.
no. I like poke him on the forehead like the type of thing with 2 fingers and just. Why did you kill him? He was gonna talk.
You
'Cause
almost killed him yourself. by the
You
way.
attacked, and I was just helping. It's what friends do.
Next
Yeah,
time,
you can't
assess the
fault him for
situation a
that.
bit
You
better.
did attack him there.
Well, maybe you should let your party know what's happening.
I'm sorry, but I can't tell you something before
Can
you
I,
jump in and instantly kill him.
But you shot him in the
The-
chest with a fireball.
The girl's basically like shivering right now.
I'm just. Are you like? I look over after like getting her like at least somewhat sane, looking over and just seeing like a dead body over there, and those
Yeah,
two.
you probably
arguing,
caught
and,
the
like, oh my-
moment of Sneck jamming a dagger through the back of his pistol.
I'd like
I kick his
to.
dead
that's
body.
that's when I realized like that's when I start questioning like, oh, so that's how she got her wound probably. But right now,
You have no idea. I have
Rip
out
no
spines
idea
first,
that
ask
I
questions
stabbed
later.
her.
I'm gonna press
Have to save
detection and
Milady
go dry from
first.
far away.
Is there a
By the
necromancer
way,
in the house
just-
we can ask his
You're dry
ghost?
now.
It takes a bit of
I
time
don't
because
believe
you've
so,
been spending some time
unfortunately.
casting on yourself and stuff.
Yeah.
So a few rounds later, she'll eventually dry.
I would like to investigate the boat they're in, see if there's any other bags, or if the boat looks bloody as heck.
No, the boat looks like just all the other boats. I mean, the boat that they're in currently has a bunch of blood in the bottom of it from the guy bleeding into the bottom of the boat.
Oh,
Although his heart would stop beating, so it's mostly just like leaking out than actual like gushing.
You know, we
let
could
me
probably
clean
save
this
him
up as well. Press
if we
digitation.
tried.
He's dead.
I think
Yeah, I know. I understand out of character that I did more than his HP in negative damage.
He had
But Snake
2
thinks we could probably
HP
save him.
remaining, so you're dead.
Yeah, no, he had like 5 HP total, and I did 15, which is just enough to immediately.
We had that. You had the
kill him.
commoner step luck, which is 4.
Does anyone have the speak with dead spell?
Does anyone here
No?
necromancer? Can we take his body to
I mean,
shore and
Carol
try to
was-
find a necromancer?
Not
I-
yet.
can I talk to the girl now? Is she like
Yeah,
able
you could
to speak?
you could try to converse with her. Yep.
Are you okay? Are you good? What's
Oh, yeah,
going on?
She would basically just kind of like hug you. She's
Aw.
like, "I'm scared.
What happened? How did you get here?
That guy drowned me. He tried to, and then he saved me."
Why would he do that?
Do you know this man?
No,
Do you know why he might want to drown you?
no.
Oh,
Uh,
Oh no.
is
You
your
should
fam?
ask him, and then she'll like look over. To
At this point, I'm actually just now licking his blood up.
yes.
I
You're like
cover
licking it
her
off of
eyes
your
and, like,
dagger.
I'm like moving her away so she can't see the scene.
You
I'm
want to
like-
two
start rowing
boats.
the boat?
We're in
You want
two
to start
boats
rowing the
next to
boat
each
back to
other.
shore?
You
Yeah.
can't move her away. She can't do it.
So you go ahead and make an athletics check to row the boat away.
Wait, no, wait. Do I think my boat's salvageable now that it's flipped over?
Oh
It's flipped
yeah.
over. You could just have to flip it back over.
I would like to attempt that.
Wait,
Okay.
Drish, don't leave us
I would
alone.
let you do it either by swimming over to it and doing it with athletics, or to try to like leap on top of it and do it with acrobatics. But if you do it with
Heck yeah.
acrobatics, you have to make another check to not fall in the water.
I'm totally gonna try that.
'Cause
Shit.
you're gonna jump
Good
over.
way. The monk way.
Yeah,
The
so you
monk
jump
way.
over, you overshoot the boat a bit, and then you land in the water on the other side. So now, if you'd like to make athletics, you could try to use that.
Okay.
Okay, you begin to sink.
Oh
Oh
no.
no.
Can I roll again just to get into their boat?
Yeah, you can roll athletics again.
Okay.
Gets a one.
Shit.
Oh,
Oh.
Oh man, oh man. You know, you can spend key points to get advantage on those if you did it beforehand. JS.
Ah,
Is it advantage or is it just a bonus?
I think it's advantage. I don't know though.
Is he
key.
close to me right now?
You saw the monk leap over the boat and then disappear into the water, and you haven't seen him surface yet. He could be under the boat trying to flip it over from underneath. You don't know.
Okay.
You-
I
you
look
started
at the
rowing
girl.
away, right?
No, I didn't roll the check
To
yet, but I thought I was gonna like try to move my body away, like so she couldn't see.
Sure. Like position yourself between the other boat and her. You can do that.
Yeah,
Can I do that?
but now that I see a monk jumping over, I'm thinking
Yeah,
about
you
whether or
can
not
try.
to
You
go
can try to
save
follow
him.
after the
While
monk, if
she's
you would like.
attending to the girl, I'd like to jump in at her Drish
Yeah, that's fine. You can do that. Go ahead and roll athletics. And Alfonso, roll acrobatics.
Okay.
So I roll
Please.
athletics.
Oh shit! I'm gonna drown.
You
Oh, no.
jump into the
Alfonso.
water and begin to sink. What you see Drish also sinking. He's
I
like
just-
10 feet below.
I give him a small wave.
Oh, God.
Alfonso needs you to make an athletics check.
These are bad rolls.
Oh yes.
Oh my God,
Okay, you
Alfonso
manage
is-
to you dip underwater for a moment and see Drish
Wait.
sinking, and also see Sakasta sinking, and then you manage to flip the boat over,
Do you think
Oh.
that?
and you're now on the surface.
I was gonna say, because if I'm still in the water, do you think maybe they can grab onto my feet and then
He's
someone can grab?
He's like
Drish
10
can grab.
feet down.
I feel like I would
But-
not do that just out of.
So I flip the boat over and get in.
If you want to, you could have climbed in with that check as well.
Okay, yeah, I do.
Okay,
I-
do you want to tell anyone else about the drowning party?
I say to Kara and Snek, I think the other two are drowning down there. Do you guys want to go help?
I look at Snek and I'm just like, can you watch? I can probably get them out. Can you watch this kid?
Yeah, I fly over to the boat the kid's
You
on.
finished licking off your knife. You put it away.
I put it
Fly
away.
over to the boat with the kid
Just-
on it.
I look at you. I just like, just don't do anything weird while I'm down there, okay?
As soon as she jumps off the boat, I approach the kid sheepishly,
Oh no.
Oh,
kind
no.
of kicking my feet. I walk up and I ask, hey, is your arm okay?
I don't know. I must have got hit with something in the water. It's bleeding now.
Sure.
Yeah, those dang water knives, they always get me too.
I'm gonna row the
Well,
boat.
there's supposed to be monsters in this lake. Actually, it could have been them.
There's monsters in the lake, and then I look over the edge of the boat, and then I shrug a little bit, and I go back to the kid and we just start talking about her day.
I'm gonna row the boat to the other boat
Small
with the
talk.
So, Kara, you can make an athletics check if you'd like. Oh, okay. So you're down at the same level as Sakasta now.
Okay.
How do we get
Well-
out of this?
All right, I'm gonna.
Visual representation. I'm gonna move you guys to a battle
I think
mat.
we
and
should
what I'm gonna
also
do.
We should thank Austin for not mentioning the fact that you're wearing armor.
Yeah.
Kara,
Yeah.
Oh yeah, shit.
Oh
would
yeah.
actually be able to swim right now.
Well, I'd be able to take
Well,
a
I'm
turn
gonna-
to take it off, right? And then go.
I like
think about
a few turns.
I think it
Or
takes
no,
Oh.
they
minutes.
changed the
So
rules. Sorry, I'm
water.
thinking Pathfinder.
You're up in a boat. Kara's like one increment down. Let's see here. I need everyone else's token.
Can I use?
1 second.
I don't know if I can do
Sakasta
that.
is one increment down.
You guys are fucked.
Drish is 2 increments down.
Oh shit.
And then Alfonso's in the other boat, and no one's in the boat with the body anymore.
Are we meant to be able to see something? Oh, there we go. Oh.
Okay, so everyone who's under the water may make an athletics check if they would like. Oh, is that Drish? You already made yours?
Yeah, I made one.
So you managed to swim back up a level. Actually, you got a 15, so you're actually able to. No, yeah, that's up 1 level. Never mind. Kara, you're able to stay where you currently are with Sakasta's level.
Okay.
Sakasta, what do you want to do? Okay,
Oh.
Sakasta begins to swim.
Oh no.
All right, everyone, go ahead and roll again.
Can I jump in and like help Sakasta maybe?
No.
Does anyone have any rope or anything?
I do.
I gave
Oh, I
Drish
have
my
rope.
I
rope.
have his
I
rope.
have rope. What can I tie to the end of it to make it?
Your
like-
body.
The boat.
I tie a dagger to the end.
Oh,
of it.
shit.
What?
What?
And I
So it'll sink, you
Yeah, yeah,
guys.
I understand.
It's
I
so it
understand.
will sink.
Yeah, I
I
understand.
throw a dagger. I don't throw it, but I
Make an
like,
attack roll.
no. I drop it slowly. It gives him enough time to like see it and move.
Okay, Drish, I'll say that you, if you want to, can grab this rope with a
Okay.
dagger on the end of it.
So am I now helped?
Yeah, you have advantage.
Okay, here we
Although
go.
don't fuck up too much,
Yeah,
or you
I'm
might
so
pull
glad
Alfonso in.
Drish, the one who needs it
Okay.
probably the least, is the one getting advantage right
And
now.
you pop out of the water and into the boat.
Awesome.
And I throw it.
All right,
I throw it.
Kara,
to
I'm gonna let Kara roll first. Kara, I'll let you roll first. And do you want to try to swim down and grab Sakasta, or do you want to try to swim up?
The rope is the rope still there or no?
No, the rope was helping someone else.
I'll try to grab Sakasta.
That's fine. So go ahead and roll athletics. Okay, so you managed to get to Sakasta, and he's not going to be sinking. So Sakasta, if you roll, you have a chance to kind of pull you guys up
Okay.
a little bit. Not much because there's two of you. Did you roll? That's enough. That's enough to go up a little bit. So you're like up 5 feet. Okay. So now, Kara, if you want to make it, you can try to swim up with both of you.
I'm gonna try and
Sakasta
like
can help,
throw
so
the.
she can have advantage if you want to.
Can I throw the dagger like really hard towards the area that they are, so that
Make
it gets
an
them
attack
faster?
roll.
Are you trying to kill us?
You can just
do
throw
I,
it into the air, and then it'll land and sink.
Do I have a dagger attack roll? I don't think so.
Do
Are
you
you
have a
trying?
dagger?
Have a dagger?
I have a dagger. I just don't think I have an.
You also have
attack.
a fishing rod.
Oh yeah.
A magic fishing rod.
Do I? Is it -1? Is it strength or dex? I think it's
Use
dex.
the fishing rod, dude.
No, because it has a hook on the end and the line will snap.
You're throwing a dagger at people.
That's all.
20.
All right, that's enough to throw the dagger into the air so it lands on the surface and begins to sink towards them. So, Sam, you have advantage on this athletics check.
Okay.
Okay, well, that's enough to go up 5 feet with both of you. And Sakasta, you can also make it. You can also use the rope, so you can both have advantage.
Goes the coast to go. Goes the coast to go. Goes the coast to go. Don't get in that one again.
Nat one. It's coming.
It's
Here it
coming.
is. Here it is.
Ooh, here it is.
Jonah.
As soon as Jonah finds it.
What? What? What am I doing?
Roll a fucking athletics check.
All right, so you managed to get both of you onto the surface.
Yeah,
Also, you
As
come
they
into
climb
the
into the
boat.
boat, me and the kid are
wait,
playing patty
There's,
cake.
there's not enough room in that boat because it's
I'm
only 3
gonna-
people per.
I'm gonna
So who's climbing
gesture
in that boat?
Kara
Who's
to
climbing in
come
the
There's
boat? with them?
I'll climb in the boat with the kid because yeah.
I'm
So
playing patty
Sakasta,
cake
you
with
climb
the
into a
kid.
boat, you find a guy and a pool of blood in the boat.
Climb into our boat, trust me.
Yeah, you could actually fit 3 people in the other boat. Actually, you could have climbed into that boat instead. You
Yeah, climb
you
into
should
our
just
boat.
leave the body in the
Okay.
boat all by itself.
I,
So you want to try to tie the boats together so you can just move them both?
Nah.
Yeah.
I
Just
think.
Yeah,
leave this
no,
boat at
let's-
sea.
I think
Let's
at this
definitely
point,
tie
I'd be like,
our 2 boats together.
I
yeah.
take my dagger and my rope
Yeah.
back.
Let's
by the way.
just tip this boat. The
No,
body
no.
boat.
Sakasta,
No.
or not
Well,
Sakasta.
what I was gonna do
Burn
is
it.
this.
Can
burn
one
it.
of you wizards sink this?
Yeah. What I
You
was
guys
gonna do
could
is
burn it if you
this,
want to.
as
You can
I
get it.
shoot a firebolt at it with the intent to burn.
Oh boy.
Okay, just so you know, fire magic like that would actually take a while to do, to actually burn a boat. But you do probably. Does anyone have like
Can
tinder
I
or anything?
create? Can I
I have
create
a-
bonfire?
Yeah, that would work pretty good. Actually,
Fucking create bonfire just
I
right
just-
on the boat.
you could just do it on the guy's body, basically, to light him on fire, so that he'll light the boat on fire.
Yeah, I just do the body, and it probably
Okay.
lights the boat on fire.
It'll
hopefully.
eventually light on fire, and then you guys can go ahead and roll away. We'll say eventually. We're not even going to roll. Eventually, you'll make it back to shore.
With this
And
child.
We
whoever
head to
this
the
child is.
Vishanti town,
We
right?
gave him a pyre. Yeah, let's head
The
there.
Vistani town is so. He
Wait.
would have also put that on the map, by the way. So on your beautiful map, basically immediately next to the
let's see.
town, but on the other side of the road, is the Vistani, the other Vistani town, the one near this town.
And we have barely left the town, right? We just-
Correct. It's actually you would have seen the road leading to the Vistani camp before you saw the lake.
Hey,
So it's actually like on the way back to Valakai, if you will.
on the way back, can I ritual cast detect magic while holding the rod?
While walking.
Yeah?
Mm,
Do we not have a cart yet?
No, not yet. You
Didn't we
could
have a
definitely
cart?
you could definitely do it in a cart. I mean, you rode in a of one of the Vistani. You could certainly try to buy one from them.
No,
Hmm.
I'm gonna trade them the 7-year-old kid for it.
Eventually
Oh,
get
no.
How
back.
heavy's this kid? How heavy's this kid?
Not that heavy, but
Less than
Let's see
20
here.
pounds?
let's find out. Google average weight of 7-year-old. I don't know if that's a good thing to.
Oh no!
Average 7-year-old weight.
Oh, no.
Let's gonna do average weight by age, and then we're gonna hit it up like that.
When we get on shore, I asked the girl if
Yeah.
she knows anyone around here or anything.
Children, 7. She is 40. She's 50 pounds exactly. We'll say.
Fuck, she's
Just
a
to get
fat
even.
little cunt.
That's average.
Oh my
It's
God.
average. What?
Oh my god.
I can only carry 19 more pounds. And I
You
wanted to fly
definitely
away. I
can't-
was gonna fly
you
away with her.
definitely can't carry. A 2-year-old weighs 26 pounds.
I could
my
carry
gosh.
a 2-year-old. Okay.
You could carry up to a 2-month-old. Wait, how much weight did you have? Did you say?
I have 11 right now. Probably a
Yeah,
little bit
yeah.
more, but I can only
A
carry up to
2-month-old
30.
is like 11 pounds.
I can carry your mother. Wait, what?
I need to put my crossbow and daggers on here.
Okay, so you guys eventually make it back to the Vistani camp. I think there's a map for this one too.
Awesome.
I love it when there's maps for things.
Corn talk. Well then.
What?
Can cradle Rob up to 2 months apparently.
Ignore it. I'm just putting you here temporarily because I have to move really far.
Okay.
Can I ask the girl if she knows that one guy, that one farmer that
I
was
think
looking
you
for
did
his
already.
kids?
I'm pretty sure you did already.
Oh,
She didn't know
Did
him.
we?
She didn't know anything.
oh.
No, I'm pretty sure we asked if she knew the person in the boat.
Yeah, that's who we're talking about, right?
No, like the
Oh,
remember in the
apologies.
beginning.
Oh, yeah. The one that
yeah,
he sent us in to find his 2 kids.
yeah.
That was so long
Oh,
ago.
good
Thank
idea.
you.
Wow. I'm surprised. you
Wow, this is a
Whoa.
big map.
Oh shit, that'd be.
Or we're just tiny.
Oh yeah, we just tiny. Okay. What happened
Where's
there?
The map is to
Tiny.
appropriate scale. One
Ah.
square is 10 feet.
Okay.
Oh shit, I see that now.
But since we're out of initiative, can we just like yeet? Oh shit, where am I?
Technically,
Oh,
yes.
no.
Where did you just
What
yeet
did
yourself?
you do?
Yourself.
Control Z. Control Z.
I can't control Z. I don't think that works on Roll20.
Try
If
Alt
50
It worked.
pounds is fat, I'm in trouble. Same.
Butters, try Alt F4.
No.
Oh, you may need to delete
So-
System 32 first.
Yeah.
Some things you notice, there are around the outside of this area. Actually, there's probably a description for this. Hold on.
What's System 32? I don't.
Shut the fuck up. Damn you. If that were an actual comment, I'd just be like, your mom's System 32.
Okay. The wood parts to reveal an expansive clearing, a small grass-covered hill with low houses built into its sides. Fog obscures the details, but you can see that these buildings feature elegantly carved woodwork and have decorative lanterns hanging from sculpted eaves. Atop the hill, above the fog, is a ring of barrel-topped wagons surrounding a large tent with a column of smoke pouring out through the hole in the top. The tent is brightly lit from within. Even at this distance, you can smell the odors of wine and horses that emanate from the area.
Oh, wow.
Before we approach, I
Just as an
tell
FYI,
Alfonso.
You see this like ring of dashed things or
Is
not?
that like topography? Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. It is
Okay.
exactly that. So like this is plus 10 feet from like way over here.
Oh, okay.
And then this is plus 10 more feet, and this is plus 10 more feet. So this is quite a climb.
So they're
It's like a pretty
they're like on top of a thick hill.
Yeah, exactly.
Thick
What did you
little
tell
And
hill.
me?
eventually you get to them with the
Before we get there, I tell
Cloud.
Alfonso to cast any spells he has before we get into the account.
Good point. I'm going to cast Detect Magic on this while holding this rod.
You're gonna
Expending a
stand
spell-
like way over here for like 10 minutes.
Well, no,
The
I'm not.
girl appears to want to get
You
back
made him
to
so
the
big.
camp.
No, No, wait, I'm not ritual casting it. I'm just using a spell slot, so it takes one action.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's fine. So you have
Why
it
am I so
prepared?
big?
Oh my god.
Who's making
Stop
me
it.
big?
I don't have the power.
I
Only
can't do
Austin
that
does.
either.
Only Austin does.
Austin, stop.
What?
It's a tree.
Alfonso is
You
no
have virtually
more.
You mess
cast.
up your
you virtually cast
incantation.
detect magic. The rod appears to not be magical.
Irregular
Okay.
cast it.
Yeah, you cast. Sorry, you cast detect magic.
Yeah. So
Now you're here with the
even
party.
so, mind you, I still have it active when I walk in, but they don't know that I've cast anything.
Wait,
Probably.
what the fuck happened to Alfonso?
He went on a diet. He got really thin.
Big stretch.
He messed up his ritual cast and now he's a freaking tree. He is Groot.
He's wild magic surged on a ritual cast.
I can't wild magic. What are you talking?
If you
This
do
ain't a
it
beach,
bad
it's
enough.
a bathtub.
No.
This isn't a beach, it's a bathtub.
Okay, so you guys. So after you get about this distance away, the girl's actually gonna run into the tent. She's like
No.
bursting off away from you, Kara, and is gonna be pretty excited. And she's gonna run into the tent.
Grab
We
her.
are
Oh.
definitely
I've
going
run with
to
her.
follow.
We're friends now.
Yes.
I'll run with her with my.
I like to
gigantic
imagine-
sword.
Okay,
The girl
There's
and I
actually a-
bonded, being small
Hold on.
children.
Accurate though.
Can I be put
Okay,
back
so
to
you-
normal?
when we go to a different map, you'll be back to normal. Don't worry.
Ow. Okay.
Please never make him normal.
Oops! I deleted my token. I can't move it. Come on, I can't. There we go.
You can't move.
I couldn't click on it.
God.
Where are you at?
He's horrid.
I can't. I can barely click on my.
Where are you at?
I can't
I'm
even
in the
see him.
I'm in the
You're
camp.
in the camp. What?
Oh, your token.
Yes.
Okay, that's it. I'm deleting my token.
Wait,
Hold on,
where?
I'll fix it. Oh.
Oh no.
Alfonso is dead.
Oh,
He has
Praise
become
be.
true.
he became 50 foot tall and then just fell over and broke his neck.
Detroit become tree.
Do you need to drag out another token, or have you done that already?
Wait, what?
You can
You
drag
already,
your token.
you already
out.
have another token, or do you?
I can't see a token. No.
You have to drag a token out. Click on your
Oh, do
name
I?
and drag out. Yeah.
Boop. No, I can't. I can't see it.
What?
I can't see. I just dragged one out.
Where?
Where'd you put it?
I think I don't know. I can't see. I put it into the black expanse somewhere.
Oh, yes, of course. Did you put it in the tent? I can't even tell. I'm too big. Or tiny.
Nope. Oh, that's what happened.
Oh.
Hold on.
Help.
I think I fucked up your token.
Yes. So
Yeah,
happy.
Probably.
Try again. This is how-
Yeah, I sure hope it does.
For now, we're just gonna let you do
There
this.
it is, your square.
Where am I?
Hold on. I'm fixing it.
Yes.
I'm gonna zoom
Road
in on
work
this.
ahead. Yeah, I sure hope it does.
Oh my god.
There we go. I got you. You're fixed for now.
I'm just a square.
Square boy.
I'll fix it later.
I'm just
When
a
I find
square
another map.
boy. In a
Wait,
square
Okay,
misery.
so
Oh,
where do you guys
I-
stop dragging out?
I would definitely would follow the girl in
Yeah,
to
I'm
wherever
Okay,
gonna
so you
she
follow
guys
just
run after her
ran.
through the camp?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna run after her.
I
That's
s-
all.
I stay ahead of
you
her
see-
just a little bit.
Okay. I will read you the thing. Let's see here.
Dum 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 dum.
Oh, okay, that's all the other. Okay, so piled outside the wagon are several empty casks of wine. From inside the tent comes a cracking of a whip, followed by the howls of a young man.
Whew.
3 sputtering campfires fill the tent with smoke. Through the haze, you see 6 Vistani, passed out in various places, on the dead grass. A barely conscious, shirtless teenager hangs on the central pole, his wrists bound with ropes, and his back streaked with blood. An older, larger man in studded leather armor lashes the young man with a horsewhip, causing him to scream again. Standing in the bigger man's shadow, a third man, also clad in studded leather, says, "Easy, brother," he says to the whip-wielding brute. "I think Alexei has learned his lesson."
What is going on here?
These are all obviously Vistani, or
Then
some of them
yes,
outsiders.
they're all obviously Vistani. And then the little girl runs up to the man with the whip, and she's like, "Dad!" And then she hugs him.
I'm gonna shout, "What is happening to? What are you doing to these men?"
I look for anything shiny that I can steal.
They all appear to have belt pouches with
Well,
I would like to. She runs up, says "Dad," jumps into his arms.
like hugs him. Hold on, let me
He's
grab her. real quick.
distracted by her.
I'm gonna
She would have
distract.
said her name as well, but I already left that page. So give me.
Can I? These guys are passed out over here.
yes, they are.
I'm gonna sneak behind the 2 guys.
The ones on the right.
Well, I realized
No,
this is like slightly
one's
laid
left.
out poorly. So
Oh,
this
outside.
one is this guy's tied to the pole in the middle,
Okay.
Yes. Okay.
not on
So
the
I'll
side.
like sneak over
He's
here
the
because
one-
these 2 are facing this guy, right?
Hold on, this guy was standing behind him. So this guy was whipping this guy, and this
He's
guy
standing in
was
his
standing behind.
shadow, and yeah, so he's like standing right over there. Yeah, so I want to sneak behind them, out of both of their eyesight. I don't know, like right there. I'm a small
Okay,
creature.
you're flying through the air. You can try. Oh, there's not
There's
like a
3
lot of places
fires
to
in here.
hide or
Yeah,
anything.
I'm not gonna sneak at all. I'll just wait for the party to do their thing.
I'd like
But
to
I'm gonna
shout.
position myself over here with the girl.
Ooh. Does
Give me a
anyone
sec,
got
real quick. I'm grabbing her name.
Anyone got thaumaturgy?
You do.
No, I don't.
Oh,
I
Sakosta
have-
might.
Sakosta, you got thaumaturgy? Oh wait, no, actually don't, because we don't want to cast any magic. Never mind. So I just shout, like I ask, "What are you doing to these people?"
So there's one person who's tied up who's obviously Vistani. This
Oh,
being
well,
whipped
this-
by
this
other
person-
Vistani.
What are they doing to this person then?
Teaching him a lesson. Do you want a lesson too?
What's
He
this
starts
lesson
to walk
for?
towards you.
As soon as he walks past me. Oh,
Oh
I
shit.
did not get advantage on. Maybe I do.
No, you
You're
wouldn't.
Pack
sneak-
tactics.
Sneaky?
Pack tactics.
Does he get
So
surprised?
he's walking up to you with the horsewhip in his hand. He's obviously holding out, and he's like ready to attack you. What are you
Well,
gonna
then
do?
what did he do?
I'd probably cut Alfonso off and be like, more importantly, we just saved your daughter, it looks like, from drowning. Has she been missing long?
It's actually Alexi's fault that she went missing in the first place.
Hmm.
Who's Alexi?
The guy
The
She was
guy
tied
bleeding
up in
on
a
the pole.
bag.
Yes,
Oh.
she was tied up in a bag, and thrown into the lake by someone who, didn't
I
quite
definitely
seem to be...
failed at picking his pocket, by the way.
Yeah,
Austin.
I know.
I just want to make sure we're not glazing over that, or if we are, it's intentional.
He wasn't paying too much attention to you, but he wasn't like you didn't have advantage, but he's not going to deal with that right now. Does that make sense?
Considering I didn't get away with anything.
Yeah, exactly. You didn't like fail by a ton necessarily either. It's
Right.
not like you rolled like really, really low and made it really obvious. You just didn't
mean,
manage to grab the bag. It's more
Technically,
like
I rolled
probably
low.
you decided not to grab the bag more than you failed to grab the bag.
Yeah,
Does that make sense?
I agree. For
By the
sure.
way, I just
I
like to say,
lunged for it, though.
my detect magic is still active, so like I can anything that is like magical, it glows.
Mhm.
So do I see anything glowing?
Garrett had to go over this stuff.
I'm gonna
Wait,
be right back.
Oh. Okay. I still have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 20. I still have 23 and a quarter cans of cola left.
Oh.
So he will talk to Drish, because Drish was one who pointed out that you saved the daughter, and say, I think you're deserving of a reward.
I do like.
He seems to indicate to all of you, not just you, but he's speaking, because you spoke first.
Interesting. What kind of reward do you speak of?
I don't want you to talk anymore.
Okay.
Oh,
fine by me.
And then he was
Does the
like,
guy
and then he
tied on the
says,
pillar have any
he's like,
stuff?
follow to me. No, he's shirtless on the pillar, bleeding onto his pants. And
I
Aragil
stay
actually
behind
stays-
investigating
yeah.
the pillar man.
Aragil's also staying behind to keep an eye on him,
Pillar
which is the
man.
other guy.
I've been watching JoJo.
Yeah, JoJo's.
So you are led to one of the wagons on the outside ring.
Who? Lead
Fine.
me.
So
I wanna
two
steal
iron padlocks secure. Let's see here. That is G-H-I. So this H. Wait, F. It's not in order. What's this is very confusing. Oh, the wagon straight to the north. We let out to this wagon, which is the one just outside there. There's two strong padlocks on the back of it, but he pulls out a key and opens it up. So two things real quick.
Do I see anything magical?
Yeah,
through
I was gonna do that real quick. I'm checking them.
Ooh.
I need to find out where their stat blocks are.
Yo, these Vistani, my dude. This can be interesting.
I'm so ready for this fight.
A fight? Excuse
We
me?
haven't had a fight in 2 sessions. It needs to happen.
I mean, we had a fight against the water.
Yeah, the water and the dude. I got to attack and deal sneak damage. I do feel kind of accomplished. First
Yeah, I
time all
got to-
campaign.
I got to do firebolt, so I'm good.
I definitely expected the first time sneak attacking to be against Alfonso, but so I'm glad it wasn't.
Hmm.
Move this correctly.
That's the guy standing in the
Oh
corner.
man.
A regal.
Oh,
Hold on. That's the
How'd
one
he
that was
go?
standing in the corner behind his brother. There is.
Oh.
I need to figure out what the other guy's name is. Did I drag him out? Oh yeah, there he is. There's an L. So this is the guy doing the whipping. You can see the family resemblance a bit. And then what is the daughter's name?
Luvash.
Arabelle.
So Luvash just hates people
So
talking
she
to
doesn't
him?
have a handout. Her name, by the way, the child's name was Arabelle.
Oh. Ah, my chest squeak.
Arabelle has alabaster white skin and raven black hair.
Hmm.
After long, she would also directed you directly to the Vistani camp because she knows what that is, and she would have told you that he would likely give you a reward. Something you notice: she appears to have a family resemblance to much of the Vistani, but especially to Madame Eva, who gave you your reading before.
Oh boy, I'm not gonna bring that up. I can tell that's gonna be a whole barrel of snakes we
Did
don't
I
want to open.
show you Madame Eva? Yeah, you guys saw the token. I don't think there's a
Handout.
I don't think we got a
there's
handout, no.
no handout for her.
No, it's just Martikov family, Luvash, Donovich, Rosenthorn, Solsdar, and then
Hold on.
Crush. Yeah.
I said that every time I try to move myself, the screen scrolls up and down.
Because you have a
Uh,
button
you-
stuck on your keyboard.
The fuck?
Do you have right click clicked while you're doing it?
Oh yeah, right click seems to move.
Oh, it works now.
I want to steal stuff from somebody.
Well, we're about to get a present. You should probably come over here.
I'll come over there.
Yeah, actually, they don't appear to be wearing anything magical or wielding anything magical, but they do have some finely made weapons and armor.
Ooh.
I will take some daggers and some short bows and some leather and a rapier.
What?
I
Inside
just
the
fly up
wagon,
and I just start picking
inside
up
the
those
wagon.
things.
they're like on them. Inside the wagon, which is the wagon he takes you to for your reward, which is that one up there.
Mhm.
You would unlock the 2 padlocks and open the door and says you may choose one thing from here.
Is there
So
anything
here's a
magical
list.
inside?
There's
Here's
two
a list
people.
of the here's a list of the things inside.
Is there
there
two people
is-
inside?
A wooden chest, which appears to contain a bunch of
for killing
coins.
an innocent
look
man
to be
who's being
electrum
controlled by
pieces.
magic.
There's
Right?
A small
don't
iron
want
chest
to
containing
pass that up.
gold pieces, less of them than the electrum, but gold's worth more than that. There's an onyx jewelry box with golden filigree containing 6 pieces of jewelry and an unlabeled crystal vial with something inside of it.
And none of these
There
things
is-
glow.
Not yet. There is a
Not yet.
wooden throne with gold inlay of decorative stones.
Hmm.
There's a rolled up 10-foot square rug with like a really fancy unicorn motif. And then there is a wooden box containing 12 vials. And it is labeled as healing potions.
Ooh.
Is that
And
the
do
list?
those glow?
They don't appear to glow, no.
Is that everything?
So, do potions glow in general?
Not generally much, but usually a little bit, and these ones don't appear to glow.
Oh, so they might be fake.
So I'm going to message
He
specifically.
would actually specifically point this out too. He's like, those potions don't work as good as you might hope for.
Oh, okay. So
He
I
does specifically.
run over to the shiny.
They aren't as potent as they could be. What is the shiny thing there that you, in your opinion?
The jewelry, probably. The jewelry box is the shiniest box.
So an onyx jewelry box with golden filigree
Yeah, that's the
containing 6
shiniest box
pieces of
there.
jewelry and a. Oh, actually, the vial in that box was glowing.
oh,
I pick up that box.
Like it looks like
the
it's like a potion.
whoa! I haven't told you that it's glowing.
No, but he
No,
Oh,
I
no,
know,
he,
it's the
he
shiniest
thinks it's
thing.
shiny.
No, it's the shiniest thing in the cart. I pick up the box.
All right. So he escorts you back out of the cart and begins to lock it up.
Wait, we didn't pick one
Yeah, you did.
He grabbed the box
with the vial.
jewelry in the vial.
Yeah, it has your shiny vial in it, but it is also the shiniest box, so I picked it.
Okay, can I take the vial from you?
I don't
from it?
care, it's not shiny.
Okay.
It is a crystal vial.
Ooh.
I take the vial.
What color is the liquid?
Green.
Ooh,
I would-
is it an appetizing green? Is
Yeah, it is
see-through?
actually a pretty.
I would ask the guy if he knows what's in the vial.
I
Yes,
open the vial
yes, I do know.
and I stick my tongue in just a little bit.
What what do you think? What is it in there?
It is a potion of poison.
Oh, we don't
Oh,
drink
no.
that
Stick my
drink.
tongue in a little bit.
Oh, no.
Jared just stuck his tongue in it.
Need to look it up. Give me a sec.
Just a tip. I'm just trying to get a taste. I have dealt with poisons
I'll
before.
give
I am
you
a rogue.
advantage on your saving throw because you didn't consume the whole
Can
thing.
this just not be an investigation check where I'm investigating with my tongue?
It can be, and then go ahead and make a fortitude saving throw.
Fair enough. All right, I'm gonna do the investigation and the fortitude. You mean a strength or constitution? Ooh, 17. Yeah, boy.
Okay, so a potion of poison deals. If you were to drink it, it would normally deal 3d6 poison damage. And if you succeed and you have to succeed a Constitution saving throw or be poisoned. So I wasn't going to make you take damage, but I was going to make you be poisoned.
Right.
But you've passed, so you're not poisoned.
Okay. But I understand it's a poison potion, right?
Yeah, and at the start of each turn you are poisoned in this way, you take 3d6 damage.
Hmm.
At the end of each turn, you can get a new saving throw.
So I'm just gonna keep this
And
whole
the-
box.
Successful saves after the first one just reduce the d6s of damage until there's not. So it's actually really potent. So it deals 3d6, and then if you fail, you're poisoned. The next round it deals 3d6. Make another save. If you pass, it just reduces the d6 by 1 in the round after.
Can I these two carts to the left and right? Can I look over to them? Do
They
I
don't
see
appear to have
anything?
padlocks or anything. You don't see
They're
anything
not-
magical in the encampment.
Do I see? There's nothing magical in the camp.
Not that you can see.
Fuck.
I would ask him what he thinks if there's anything special about the jewelry or if it's worth much. I guess
Are you asking Alfonso or the Vishanti?
the Vishani.
I am
Uh,
examining each piece specifically now.
Okay, so are you like whispering to him, or are you like actually just talking with him normal levels?
Just normal levels.
Oh. He'll whisper to you that the jewelry is crap, but the box is pretty valuable and some of the other stuff in it is nice.
Okay.
I want to like
I
ask
probably-
him.
I'd probably look over to Drish.
Yeah. I mean, they're not worthless. They're just not like really nice jewelry.
Okay.
So, as an FYI,
What do I got in here?
I want you guys, whoever's gonna write this down to put it on their character
I'm writing
sheet,
it down.
just let me know it's on page 123 so I can find it again if you need to like try to sell it or whatever. So I'll list it one more time though. It's an onyx jewelry box with gold filigree. The box itself seems valuable. It contains 6 pieces of jewelry, which you were told is not like super fancy jewelry, but it's still like worth something. And then the potion of poison.
Okay. I already had all that down. I wasn't sure if there's specific descriptions for the jewelry.
The vial itself also appears to be valuable
Hmm.
with the potion of poison in it.
I'd like to ask this man a question.
Sure.
Box.
I
Which
just
one?
asked
Which one are you asking a question? The guy who told you to shut up, or somebody else?
the guy who told us to told me to
No,
shut up.
not you all, just you specifically.
Yep.
Yeah, this guy is this man's.
Okay, what are you asking him?
I asked him, do you happen to know of, do you happen to have any magic items or know where I could find some?
We could maybe get some if you were willing to pay for them for you. It might take some time. What are you looking for specifically?
Well, really anything. I'm trying to find, obviously, the specific item.
The
I hear
specific
this?
items. Which
to
item?
either a wand of fireballs or a headband of intellect. I believe those would be quite useful.
And glasses of sun protection.
We'll keep an eye out. Glasses
Uh,
of sun protection.
Yeah, they're like sunglasses.
If you've been in this land long, you'll learn. As long as you stay here, you'll be.
I'm not gonna
safe
be
from
here
the sun.
forever. We've
It's
been
a
over
good-
this.
It's a good place for those who don't like the sun.
You're right. I guess I could just stay here forever. I don't have anywhere to go. Drish, do you want to just stay here forever? We could set up a gambling ring in Strahd. I don't know where we are.
Your
Barovia.
character.
The
What?
gears are turning.
Like, wait, what?
I'm
The
stroking.
Vishanti would totally be down.
By the way, I also want to ask him how much he would approximate one of those items to be. Like how much he would, sell them for if he had them.
It depends on what we can get them for, and it depends how difficult it is for us to acquire them. I will let you know the price when we get one.
Thank you.
And you can come back here for them, or you can stop at another Bastani camp and ask them, and we can bring them from from here to there. That might also take some time, but then you don't have to travel here to.
Yes.
How do you
That would actually be really great. Thank you.
how do you guys communicate so fast between each other?
What?
Vishanti. How do you
Oh.
communicate so fast between each other?
We have very fast horses.
Okay, that's
And
fair
we're
enough.
not-
I can fly. I can take messages faster than any horse.
We're also not scared of the creatures of this land.
Do you
I can
not
fly.
Why
We can
aren't you
travel
scared?
throughout the night.
I
do you
can
not use any
fly.
magic?
Do you know of what?
Do you not use any magic?
I don't use magic. That's more for the women.
Do your women use message, for example, to talk back and forth?
We don't question the women.
Okay, that's fine.
What allows you to not be afraid of the monsters of the night?
Oh, they mostly leave us alone, and if they don't, we can deal with them.
Ah, yes, there are quite a few of you generally.
Do you want to fight?
What? The
Like mock
What?
fight? Like we won't kill each other, but I want to see how strong you are.
Who?
Are you
Will
asking
you
this
punch?
guy?
Yeah, will you punch me?
Will you
Oh.
punch me?
Um,
Punch me, please.
Who's being punched?
let me figure out which one. Which one's this one? Hold on. Can you move your token down one? Switch them now.
I'd be looking between you two, and I'd just be like,
I'm asking the big brother.
so what happened to the young girl? Why did she end up where she was?
He's currently punching me, so.
Yeah, give me a
him
second. He doesn't. Let's see.
I hope he downs you.
Yeah, right. I'm hoping for the one-hit KO.
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna happen. Like most, you have to realize with 5e, they actually try to make it fairly balanced. Like even really strong things, they're mostly really strong because they have a lot of HP. Right? It takes forever to kill them, and they can just do sustained damage. There are things that do a shit ton of damage, but for the most part, if they're a human, they don't. Right? Because what's their
Right.
strength gonna be? Maximum of 20, which is +5 to damage. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah, I guess, but not everything has a maximum of 20. You can get hill giants with
He
21.
probably missed you, unless you let him.
He
hit you.
definitely missed me. No, I'm letting him hit me for sure.
Okay.
I was really wait. If you let him hit you, doesn't that mean it's an automatic crit?
No, I'm not incapacitated.
So he would do
Yeah.
4 damage to you. It's not that
Okay.
much with a punch.
I go oof, and I say you're pretty strong, and then I wander up to Kara with a sad look in my face and say I got an owie.
Are you okay there, Snack?
I could use some heals.
He just asked to be punched.
She witnessed it all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alphonse begins to apologize for Sneck's weird behavior.
Can I actually heal him or not?
Yeah, you
But
should.
yeah,
you
you
can
can if you
definitely
want to.
just heal me.
You can also wait till most people wait until like the end of the day when they know they have leftovers, or like he automatically heals to full overnight, right?
Mhm.
It's up to you. You can certainly heal him if you want to, though. So the guy goes back into
I'm
his
looking at you really
his
sad.
tent.
I would
I'll
totally
heal.
have followed him in to ask why his daughter
Oh.
was being drowned.
Yeah, he.
Or well,
wait,
the
who you
girl, I
asking?
should say. The same guy. I forgot his name.
Oh, we don't know why he took her, but Alexi was watching her, and the guy kidnapped her. We don't know what his motives were. We don't even have a real good description of the guy.
I can. So I walk in the tent and say I might be able to shed a bit of light on that situation. Actually, well,
Thanks, Kara.
it kind of appears that the person who was attempting to drown her had some sort of enchantment on him, as when we struck him, his eyes went from a slightly milky white back to normal. However,
Yeah, he was mostly just like zoned out, not paying attention to anything, to suddenly, obviously, paying attention.
When I stuck my dagger in his back, blood came out everywhere, like a normal
Yes.
person.
That tends to happen.
This Sneck person here killed him
And
before we could get
it-
any information.
And
Oh,
his
you've already
blood
killed him
tasted
for me. That's excellent.
his blood
Now I won't
tasted
have to do it
normal.
myself.
too. It tasted fine, like normal blood.
Well, either way, we burnt the body, and it's been disposed of, I guess.
We will take our second reward for killing him now. Like probably the other chest full of shiny things.
Wasn't there like
There's-
a rod or something in there?
There was a chest of gold and there was a chest of electrum pieces.
The one with the shiniest pieces.
Gold would be good.
Oh, by the way, they walked away and left me alone with the cart.
No, I already specifically stated he escorted you out and locked it up.
Right, but it's a locked cart. Okay.
Okay.
Lock
Just so you know, you are inside of the people from within the
Ow.
tent. That's the point of the positioning of this wagon.
Yeah, you are within sight of like 3 Vistani.
Yes.
They're sleeping.
Are they?
I mean,
Those guys were sleeping, weren't they?
what?
I can
No.
see from here. It's 60 feet.
Oh yeah, wait, you're right. Yeah, those
They're
ones were. These
sleeping.
ones weren't though.
Oh
These two.
god. These guys to your right.
These ones
Cool.
also. weren't
Oh,
sleeping.
whoa.
Like,
Can I? Okay. Well, I'm gonna be in the tent then.
What? Oh god. Wait, who's this? Is it the girl?
But yeah.
Can we camp here?
it's morning still.
Oh.
If you travel now, you probably could. Oh god damn it.
Ow.
What?
Oh, mistakes are made.
Oh, no.
Jesus Christ.
There we go.
I fixed it. Don't worry.
Well, we should be off. We have a couple more errands to run today.
Yeah, if you leave now, you can probably get to the next town before dark.
We're headed to the Wizards.
The Wizards of Wine Winery.
Yeah, the Wizards.
I don't
of
think you
Wine
could
Winery.
probably reach that before dark, but you could definitely reach Kresk and then sleep there and then leave for there in the morning.
Do you mind giving us directions? Actually, we'd hate to get lost.
We also just
we
kinda
have a
wandered
rough
in
map.
that Do you guys sell
Yes.
maps?
We do,
Like good maps?
of course, the best.
How much?
Will you take us a piece of jewelry for it?
Not for one, three
Maybe
maybe.
3? I'll do 2 and 2 silver.
I look at Driss and just be like, just give him
3 or you don't. get
They're,
the map.
save the box, but give him 3.
Shinies.
But the box is
Sorry,
very
I
shiny.
can't part with 3 of the shinies.
Oh no.
I'll take the box itself.
Sorry, no, that's my special box. I need it for things. You guys look at the box now and it's just filled with rocks. Just with my favorite rocks. The jewelry is just in my bag.
The shiniest of the rocks that you can find.
Exactly.
Wait, hold up. Can I? Is this the thing I can do? Hold up, I've just realized.
Can I persuade him to give it to me for 2
You can try persuading him.
after Alfonso does his thing?
So, are you holding up the rocks visibly? Like, are you just? Can we see
I
them?
just
Oh,
it was
no.
just no, they're in my pack. It was just describing my box of rocks. I'm holding up jewelry
At some
right
point,
now.
you can
So,
at some point in the
how-
future, they'll be visible. I'm sure. They'll
Yeah,
have
for
been put
sure.
out. To put
But
another.
how-
What is your plan?
Hey,
How are
he did say he
you
was gonna try and buy
describe-
something with rocks.
Are
So
you
that
describing? Oh wait, no! I just realized I can't do that. No, okay, never mind.
Oh yeah, that too.
He's gonna try to cast a spell in the encampment. A.
Yeah, I just remembered. I can't do that in a Vistani encampment.
So, you guys
I'm gonna try to
eventually.
persuade him. Sorry,
Okay.
to do it for 2.
Okay.
Do it for 2. 2 shinies.
He doesn't seem offended, but he's not going to agree.
Okay, understandable. Maybe if I get more shinies.
Or 3 pieces of jewelry, which are shiny.
How much would you sell them up for? In
150 gold pieces.
Wait,
Whoa!
what?
Shinies are worth 50 gold pieces of That's a lot of shinies I get for 1 shiny.
Map is 50. A 300. Wait.
Map is
much did you say?
150. Each piece of
Oh,
my jewelry is worth
shit.
50 because he wanted 3 of them for. But it's probably less. Or probably more because he's probably trying to rip me off.
Can I roll insight, see if that's a good, like if 50 is good for one of them?
Sure.
Wait, where's my insight?
Oh.
Yeah. They're probably worth something around there. That's probably a fine deal for the most part.
I would ask him if we can get a map for 3, and then would he be willing to buy one back for 50?
So you just want 2 and wait.
He's trying
You're
to sell
trying to sell him
4.
4
You're
of
trying to
them?
get rid
Yeah.
of 4 of my shinies?
Well, then
you
you
think
get-
I'm gonna be
Then you get
For
50 shinies.
other shinies.
50 other shinies?
I'll
Alright.
get you more shinies.
Alright.
But the shinies are much like you
Yeah,
know
he would do
less
that.
shiny.
He would
Would
do
you
that,
be
that's fine.
looking to get rid of 4 shinies for 50 shinies, Snack?
60 shinies.
Oh my god.
I'll do 4 for 50. Plus the map.
Oh, wait, how much
And
do I?
throw in a set of thieves' tools.
Thieves' tools would cost you 2 pieces of jewelry themselves.
Oh,
Oh my gosh. Right, because they want 100 gold
they
for
want
the
100
thieves'
for it.
tools.
I don't even want the map. But if you want the map, we can do it.
So basically, you could give up all 6 of your things for thieves'
But they're for
tools,
shinies.
50 gold, and a map.
I get 50 shinies. Just give me the 60 shinies, dude.
You can roll persuasion one more time.
Oh yes, that's literally what I say to the Vishanti.
Gets that one.
Oh,
So if you give all 6 pieces of jewelry,
yeah. I keep the box.
he will do the map and 50 or 60 gold and the
Thieves'
thieves,
tools.
which they would have here.
We're
as
getting
well.
ripped off so hard, but we take it.
Yes. As long as
So-
we get to keep the box. And I
We
get
get the
thieves'
box.
tools.
That's the important
Let me
part.
go ahead and
It's a win-win.
let me see
So-
here.
Once we get out of this camp, there's something that I want to do, and I'll have to like talk to Snack. So, just warning people. Bruh.
That's the bong rip burp. Is that what that is?
And it's like bruh burp. Like it's
Oh, no.
real bruh moment. Like
Oh.
cracking open a cold one with the boys.
But it was
Oh
a
my
bong
God.
rip burp.
Bruh.
Most of the women use magic and you don't question them. She's
Check
a
the
witch.
zombie burps.
Doctor Bath and Water.
Okay, I'm going to show this to you
should ask
guys. Something to note. All of the letters are not on the map. Okay?
Ooh.
Oh, we got a real
So-
map. You guys
Oh
are
my
welcome.
gosh.
Where are
So,
we?
like,
We're at
Lake
N,
of
right?
Zarovich.
Where
Can you-
why?
Can you draw our map onto this map?
No,
I'm
no, no.
asking the Vishanti.
No.
We're at
No,
why?
just because Austin doesn't want to.
Yeah, exactly. So Z, just like comparing the 2 maps, Z is the werewolves, you think. W is the Wizards of Wine Winery. And then the rest of them are just
Oh,
as
I
well.
gotta write these down.
Right
dude.
now we're at N, right?
You guys are currently at N, correct?
Wait,
Technically
really?
right next to N, but basically.
Wait, really? Why
Yeah.
does
What was
Y
the
look like-
winery again?
It's the W.
W.
W. Okay.
Why
And
does
then-
Y look like the place we are at then?
What do you mean why?
What was
Uh,
the
Bottom leftish. Why?
You were on the
Y is where we
fucking
are right now?
lake. What the shit? No, you're not.
That Y definitely
Y
looks
is
like
Yarrow
exactly
Hill,
where
which
we
is a
are.
different hill.
It's an
different hill,
even
okay.
thicker hill.
Oh.
That's probably
Yeah.
way thicker with this topography.
He actually drew it on the other map for you.
Yeah.
Where is the windmill? Is that marked on the map?
Oh,
I know that's a fucking question, isn't it?
yeah. But
You're
no,
probably mad
no,
at me for asking.
you would
that.
be able to figure that out. O is the win. The Tensor
Oh, okay.
Pool camp is G, which is the place where you met the last Vistani. The Gallow thing where you saw your corpse, Jonah,
I didn't catch that. You
Is
cut
that
out.
What?
It's which one?
P?
is F,
F? Where's that?
There's the gallow.
and then
Oh.
H is that other bridge that you tried to cross.
Oh dang, we
where
traveled
you were considering
far.
flying down. Yeah, because you can travel basically between towns in about a day. From Valakai to Barovia, you have to travel the entire day. You can travel from Valakai to Kresk in about half of a day, which means you actually have it. Like, if you want to think of it like that, like you can travel maximum 16 hours a day, and that's how long it took you to get from Valakai to Barovia. Okay. But from Valakai to Kresk is only about half that time.
And the Vishani said we could probably make it to Crest before
Yeah,
nightfall.
you could easily make it to Crest before nightfall. You might be able to make it to the windmill, but he doesn't think you can make it to the windmill and then back to town. You not back to Valakai. You might be able to make it to the windmill, not the windmill. Sorry, to the Wizards of Wine winery, and then back to Kresk if you don't have to do anything at the winery, right? Like you could travel in theory from Valakai where you are to the winery and then to Kresk in one day of just traveling, but you have to do things at those places, right? Like you've already spent some time this morning fucking around in the lake, things like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like
Like a lot of time.
like longer than you should have, accidentally drowning.
Way longer.
Accidentally
So-
drowning.
Why does the map say 1 square when it's in hexes?
Because those are squares.
What?
That's how scale works.
That's a hexagon.
And one of those square hexagons is a fourth of a mile.
Square X.
All right.
Square
Well, I
hexagon.
would probably be like, all right, that's we're doing good now, guys. Let's roll. You got your shinies, Snick.
I got so many shinies, and I got a map that I marked. I can't write. I can write.
So are we leaving?
Yes.
I mean, if you want.
Let's follow this
who
map
has-
to.
I mean, presumably Kara would have the highest survival, right?
You would think.
I mean, I have a +1, but
I have a +6.
oh shit.
I have a +3.
Yeah, I have a +3.
I'm wise and it's trained.
All right, let's get to.
I don't know if I told you about this, but the first time we played 5e, one of the players in the party was trying to play like a cowardly character, and we had no idea what the skills were, so they chose survival because obviously, if you're a cowardly character, you need survival. So like, they got expertise because they were a bard. Okay, and they literally always stood in like the far back of the fight, but for some random reason, they were the person who had to lead us through like the spooky woods and shit
Mhm.
because they're the only ones who knew how.
Amazing.
It was great.
It's literally what's happening right now, except for I'll be
It's-
sneaking while I do it.
It's like, well, I think maybe that way.
And then you scurry to the back of the party again and just let them walk like 100 feet, run back to the front. Survival check.
So, are we
yeah,
outside of
will
the camp
be-
by now,
Cre-
or are we just still
Crez.
waiting
Yeah.
in camp?
So something you can kind of tell about those wagons and stuff in the camp, a lot of them appear to be like the one that I just showed you with like 4 people in it. Those aren't all necessarily Vistani. Some of them might be children. There are a crap ton of Vistani in this camp, though. Like way more than the other camp. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, well, let's
Like this is definitely
leave.
you would guess one of their bigger, more main camp.
Let's head towards the town.
Yeah, Kresker, yeah, something like that.
As soon as we get away from the encampment, I kind of like talk to Snack, and I'm just like, "Hey, Snack, can I see your rocks for a moment?"
My rocks.
Yeah,
What?
in that box.
Why?
I want to show you a magic trick.
You're not gonna hurt my rocks, are you?
No, don't worry. Your rocks won't be harmed.
I believe you. And I pull my rocks out. And I open the lid slowly. And I say, look, but don't touch.
I'm going to cast Prestidigitation on the rocks, and I'm gonna make the surface look gold and shiny, but it's not actually gonna be gold.
On
It's just-
all of them?
Yep, on all of them.
Up to 1 cubic foot worth. I
Oh
believe.
my goodness.
They-
Big
they are
just
shiny.
stares in awe at the box of just shiny, delicious rocks.
So over the next hour, you stare at them, and then eventually, poof, then they become normal rock.
Well,
And
I
I
assume
just start
you wouldn't-
crying.
I assume, whoa,
Oh
I
no.
assume he wouldn't like stare at them for an hour straight.
You
right?
don't
I
understand.
think
you
you
just turned all my
overestimate. Yeah,
magic
I
rocks.
think you overestimate.
My special rocks into magic rocks.
Every hour, then he's gonna keep doing it until something like until he has to stop.
So you like come back, you're like, make them shiny again, and then he's
Yes.
done.
And he's just like, ugh, fine.
So
You
you're gonna
got-
have to
see
learn
what
how
you've
to
gotten yourself
enchant this
into?
box with prestidigitation, just so it turns
Permanently?
things shiny.
Yeah.
Turns rocks shiny.
So,
This is-
we're gonna. I think we should. It's about calling it time, right? Because Butters, is that right?
Yeah.
I mean, it's
Unless you wanna
3
play-
It's
3
just
play
no.
for
It's
an
just
hour,
literally
but-
like a good time, though. That's what I'm saying. It's
Okay.
like it's 9 o'clock, and it's like a
Yeah.
decent cutting spot. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Like we could try to get into something else and do some travel and stuff. But if we do overland travel, then we have to roll for random encounters, which is why I was having you guys roll before.
Oh, was that Vistani girl then? The boat person? Was that a random encounter?
No, that's the scripted encounter.
Oh, okay. Huh.
Imagine if we showed
Just
up
like
before
the
girl
just like
was
the
taken.
gallows was the scripted encounter, right?
We would have got a quest.
Hey, Austin.
Some things are scripted and some things are random.
Hey, Austin.
If you didn't save the girl, shit would hit the fan. Not really, but the Vistani would not be very kind towards you
Ah, okay.
versus being reasonably kind.
But hey,
They should
Austin.
love us now. We saved the girl.
Yes.
I DM'd a Adventures League tonight, tier 2. And well, my players had to scale a cliff. One of them was a druid who could wild shape into a white dragon wormling, and well, one of them, like a couple of them, had bags of holding. So they had someone jump into the bag of holding, and then the druid was holding the bag of holding. He wild shaped, and I was like, "Wait, doesn't your equipment get absorbed?" And then then we found out you can choose to absorb things. But he said, fuck it anyways, I'll absorb the people in the bag."
Whoa, poor.
So they were like in a bag of holding side of people.
There's no
He was-
air in a bag of holding, is there?
Correct. You have to hold your
Uh,
breath.
Well, no, you have
You can
1 minute
hold
of
your breath a
breathing.
number of rounds equal to your Constitution score.
But in the bag of holding, there's enough air for 1 minute of breathing for one
Per person,
person.
right?
Yeah,
So
and then
you
you can still,
divide it by 4. if
and
there's
then
four
you can
people.
hold, well, then you can hold your breath afterwards. But like,
So
to
enough
fly up
rounds to get up a cliff,
cliff.
yeah. For sure.
exactly. You might like pop out and have to take a deep breath or whatever, but
Well, no, it's not even just that, because wormlings have a fly speed of 60. Dash, you can go up to 120. The cliff was only 250 feet tall, so
yeah, so it was like
Yeah.
12 seconds or whatever inside the bag.
yeah. And well, but they were still absorbed into a dragon wormling
Yeah.
inside
while
of a
being
bag
in
of
bag.
holding.
That's great.
I was like, what are the logistics of that? You'd be alive? Would you be conscious of being inside the dragon?
Sorry,
I
what?
took
Poor?
I took it as if they were like in like a sleep or something without being
They're in a pocket dimension that gets transformed, that gets absorbed. So they're still in a
Yeah.
pocket dimension.
but that pocket dimension then like must freeze in time or something because it's been absorbed into a druid form.
It just gets absorbed. It's just
Yeah.
part of the body now.
So I was like,
Do,
you
do,
guys
do.
fall
It's
asleep?
just a dragon with a dimension inside of it.
Yeah.
Who's
And I was like,
actually
you
not a
guys-
dragon.
Yeah,
guys
who's
fall
actually
asleep, and it's as if you didn't have a dream when you sleep and you just woke up and you're there. You realize that like practically no time has passed for you. And it was really funny because they fucking
Well,
absorbed
Looks
people.
like that's the end of tonight's stream. I'll see
Fuck
y'all
yes.
with more DnD on Saturday
How can
again.
you
And then we
absorb
got
yourself?
other streams.
Just try and find out for
of
us.
course,
Be
the
creative.
24-hour
I can't
stream
absorb
on
anything, let alone
Friday.
absorb myself.
You
Oh,
absorb
that's not
food
true.
every
Maybe I should
day.
do that on Thursday.
You absorb nutrients,
We'll
true,
see.
but
Haven't really announced it yet.
I don't
so
fucking photosynthesize.
Fucking
Idiot.
See you later.
I'm sorry, I don't.
played the idiot tax recently, and I won £2.